Let's kick this off.
Say hello, Internet.
Hello,
Internet. Yeah. My love language is having the note taker talk about what we did last time.
Oh, this is like saying that I'm going to be accurate.
No one said anything about accuracy.
As luck would have it, inaccurate note takers is my love language.
I don't have, there's no other me. It's all you got. Okay, so we got back to the guild. We got dropped off there, and then we went to sleep, actually in a bed, which was amazing. And then we had a note taped to the door when we woke up. There was some sort of meeting in Central Courtyard at noon.
It went away.
So we had a few hours.
Very sad.
Killed some time. Udi and Marmalade got chased after by a really hot chef.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I got my revolver worked on.
That's exactly how I remember it.
Cram, I guess, decided our name isn't fightin'. No one said no, so that's...
I said no.
Oh, no one listens to you. No.
Well, that's the thing. Is like I think there's about like 3 or 4 team names.
Yeah, as I remember, everybody kept coming up with their own team name for this, so we're just gonna have to figure out who it is.
Which is
and eventually,
eventually
it's gonna be Udi's choice, and
Say Team Ramrod.
Well, none of y'all were loud enough that I put it on paper, so right now that's what it is.
in fighting. All right.
Be loud later. Okay, so we went to the meeting thing, and it was basically just a thing to congratulate all the hunters who got silver rank. And teams got called up to receive badges, but then we got our team, whatever we ended up calling it, probably fighting, got like a special addition to that, a grant of land with all the duties and responsibilities herein. And we accepted mostly because Udi blurted yes. So there you go.
And Brienne went to make sure that we got the plot of land that most obstructed the view of the other group.
We're going to put up some petty fences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have made mortal enemies of the Burning Hearts
For no reason other than the vibes.
For the first time.
More importantly, I'm not sure that they know that they have mortal
Oh
enemies.
no!
No, that's how you do it.
Well, mostly
Yeah.
because they don't know our fucking team name.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
It's the best
apparently we
anti-fade.
don't know our team name.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. I mean that could be our bit. Is that
strat.
everywhere we go, we tell people something different.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
Only us know the real team name.
Yeah.
No,
The
we don't.
naming of
No, we
teams
don't.
is a
The truth
difficult
that there
matter.
isn't one.
It isn't just one of your holiday games.
You're only going to be able to understand it if you can comprehend a tesseract.
That's right. I fucking love it
You may
because
think at first I'm as mad as a hatter when I tell
We
you a
got
team should have
exposed.
3 different names.
for the first time to the real petty Brienne, and that was Troy's. Like, Brienne was like, "Oh fuck these assholes! Like,
Wow,
we're your neighbors now."
Wow, the aloof chinchilla has some spice. All right.
Shade has been thrown. And so we got new badges. The badges are silver, and they've got like some sort of other special thing because we're special, I guess.
Oh, +1 AC and reroll once per session.
That's right.
The previous badges gave you a 1 free reroll per session. This one now gives you an extra bonus AC.
Yeah.
And everybody rejoices.
In addition to the free
HR upgraded our package.
basically, yeah.
And also we can get into the Silver Club.
Yep.
Whatever that is. I don't know if we
It's
actually
mostly for dating elderly
It's
people.
the one with better food and drinks.
Yeah, there's
There's-
snacks and there's a couple of chairs. It's a little quieter in there.
Our badges will let us into the 4th floor cafeteria now.
Yeah.
So
The guild
You
master-
get the not quite executive washroom, but the one with like the slightly bigger stalls and like the sinks that actually work properly.
right.
The doors that go all the way to the floor so
Yeah.
no one can peek under at
That's
you.
right. The next level is the bathroom with the actual attendant.
Yeah.
Like
And then the level after
fucking-
that's the one we actually have the gold toilet. We literally shit into gold.
Platinum
The
hunters
fucking-
don't stay in the lodge house. The platinum hunters all have their own houses inside.
I mean, that's kind of what we did, right? Like, didn't we
Both, yeah.
didn't we discuss like keying the
I
door
am
to
not
our house
passionate.
to one of the bathrooms? So
Yep.
it's like, well, we can go shit at
They
home.
look like
That would be much better than whatever washrooms are in here.
Yeah. We can get our own platinum rooms. Damn it. With blackjack and poker. It was like, anyway.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so then we met our nemesis. Nemesis. Hello.
We declared nemesis.
Yeah. Rini was like reading their minds the whole time, so we could see how much of an asshole these people were.
Oh yeah.
The leader is apparently really simple-minded, which is...
Yeah, they were all pretty surface level except for the one. His name I don't remember.
Which one?
The fat person?
I don't know. There was one that you were like, that one is the one
I
that's...
think I may have found it.
Oh, well,
I
there was the guy who was seemingly made of fire. There was also the guy who was seemingly made of plants. There was the goblin who was like just staring longingly at Ruby the whole time. And then there was Clover who was very lunkish and was pretty surface thought. So maybe it was the plant guy that you were
Maybe, I don't
having
remember.
problems reading.
That guy is the one that you couldn't read the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Just
like,
be a
there's
plant.
something weird with
Oh
this
yeah,
He's like a
one.
plant.
the leader Clover says, "Well, we only ever take 5-star jobs,"
Yeah.
and so we were just like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
You're like,
fuck
oh.
you."
That's what triggered this. And then
Yep.
he snagged a 5-star job.
You're
off
like,
the
5-star
board.
job.
I'm gonna
we're
take all
building-
taking all these tickets.
Putting up fences to block their view.
Yeah.
Spike fence. That's what.
Well,
Yeah.
So the
they're,
jobs.
they're about
Take
to
your germs.
constantly have fucking kids because part of what Val wants to do is to set up a building so that the Gault orphans have a place to be at.
Oh, okay, yeah, good.
So now there's gonna be a bunch of fucking yelling kids.
And at first I was like, "What? Does he have kids?"
Yep.
Okay, so job board. I'm gonna go through them again just to refresh your memory. There's a 2-star job called Hungry Like the Wolf. This is one we didn't pick because we thought, where do we went 2-star jobs? Anyway, it's a woman looking for a group to deal with a pack of wolves stealing her cattle in Riverton. Reward is 500 gold. The 3-star job is called Notorious. A shopkeeper has a shop broken into every night. The only thing stolen is refuse piles in his cellar. It's located in Galton, south on the border with Galt. That's 750 gold. 4-star job, Lady in Red. Yvonne has requested assistance with a fungal rot in the surrounding farmland. 2 groups of hunters have gone in with only 1 survivor. Location is very close, 1,000 gold. And the 5-star job is Swamp Music. Ertl Bazik, the Black Marquis, who is a bad duke. He notices issues on his land in the swamp on the way to Numeria, which is like the country that does all the old weird tech stuff.
Tech Vikings.
And possibly a Cataplepus, which is why we were talking about that. Now I get it.
Yeah.
It's located in Deadbridge, and the reward is 2,500 gold. So
And I'm the one who asserted that that's probably what that is. That has nothing to do with anything we were actually told.
Yeah, yeah.
Just made your own backstory.
I mean, he said he noticed issues on his land. Issues? Oh, I do have some more info. I guess I rolled really well. Let's see. He controls the protectorate.
About the
Everyone
black
hates
monkey.
him.
He's
Yeah.
kind of a jerk.
He's the one in power, and he's very powerful. He has lots of connections. People will pass through his land, pay fealty to him. He's kept power longer than any other Marcus till now. He controls all passage in and out of the river kingdoms to Numeria, which is probably a big reason why he's super rich. I guess there's a crashed spaceship there.
Yeah,
No,
basically
up in Numeria.
Yeah.
And
This job is going to tangle with the mob, basically. Is the way
Yeah.
it is.
to do a job for the mob.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Think of that as an effect for anybody who knows anything about the Black Marquis. Basically, think of it as Al Capone asks you to, get the rats out of his basement,
Yeah.
but because he's hiring somebody to go do it because he doesn't want to do it himself. Graham Brulee.
That's me.
Okay.
Nice.
Sorry.
Why are you putting it
I was
so
expecting
high?
you to. I was expecting you to grab it at the bottom.
No.
Okay. This is a roast is history. I got one of those, as well as I think it sounds like
Yeah.
you did.
I think all 3 of us. Did.
No, I was going to pass it down.
I was like, 20 doesn't get
Aw.
coffee.
There's a kiwi to my heart.
Yeah, that's me.
That pretty shit's Tony.
There's a
Pandon.
green
I know
panda.
who that is.
Yeah.
That's
Green.
great.
Last but not least,
And then last but not
with
least-
pink.
Is the pink one.
Yeah.
Boosh.
I don't want it.
And straws.
Haha, Amanda, we're having boba.
Yeah, we are live.
I have it too.
Oh,
I've passed them all away. I need to try.
I was like, JC didn't get any.
What a generous man.
All right. Yes. Okay. So that is a good wrap up of what happened over the last time.
And the last thing that I was going to say was that I guess Oz said that we should use the river network to travel places. That's it. We had more downtime and we did things.
Yep.
Plug this in.
Okay. Cool. So you guys have 3 different missions that you guys decided to go for. One is in Mivon, one is in Gralton, and one is all the way over in Deadbridge. Knowing that you guys do have a portal basically all the way over to close to Deadbridge, you can kind of start from either side if you want to start picking those out. As a DM, I would recommend you start with the one closest to you, but that is my personal recommendation. You guys can go in any direction you wish. But, importantly, you guys need to secure transport from one place to another, because y'all don't have a magic cart pulled by dogs anymore.
Not with that attitude.
I mean, you currently do not have one available, so, you could potentially get one, I guess. I mean, maybe not dogs, I don't know if there's any more horse-sized golden retrievers out there.
Well, we have party funds of 1,105 gold to use for this thing, because I assume since it's for all of us, that makes sense.
Real quick, I believe somebody else had a note about someone to talk about with regards to the Stag Lord.
Yeah, I think Mr. Mayor over there talked to the guild leader about it.
Mayor Udi.
Yeah, and we got a lord now.
Is it? Because that was Krem in that case.
No, Thwizzle is
Twizzle?
Thwizzle, yes.
Okay.
I forgot. Amanda, I apologize. We were supposed to do that offline. I will.
I also forgot the thing I gave myself a note for.
I forgot as well.
Yeah, that's fair. So yes, let me double check where that was. So there is.
Contact might have more information on the Stag Lord in the northern Himbrian forest near the city of Mimir.
Yes.
There's a temple. That's what I got. You're not a friend of the guild. The guild master just stopping by to talk to him for a bit. And Oz got a signet ring that will basically let him know that we're going to the guild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys you have 3 side. You effectively you have 3 side missions: one in Mavon, one in Gralton, one over in Deadbridge, and then you can try to advance the main story plot line by going over to Mimir. There's you have quest markers all over the place.
Well, let's do our side quest first.
Yeah,
because they might lock out.
I'll pull it out.
You
don't want that.
Yeah.
If you advance too much, you might lose your side quest.
Complete everything first and then move on to the next zone.
Yeah.
I mean, what if we missed some companion content? Damn, that would suck.
There was a whole thing. I remember that was a whole problem in Dragon Age Inquisition. Everybody was like, they were in the first zone. They're like, this is taking so long. Why would you do that? And they're like, well, you're supposed to move on from that zone, and you're not supposed to complete everything in one go. It's like, I'm a gamer. I do that.
Yeah.
I play video games.
Well, you can spend 20 hours in the hinterlands.
Yeah.
You want me to not 100% this area? What?
Right.
No, go back.
Okay.
There's still demons I haven't killed out of here. So.
Emotionally, I'm still in the hinterlands.
Aww.
Yeah. That's right.
I think some of us are too.
You don't know this, Amanda, but that's what happened to that one guy in 7C.
He just went to the
He
hinterland.
never finished the game.
Lisa's face.
He went to the hinterlands and he stayed there. That's why his stories never end.
Is that like the equivalent of going up to the farm up
He
north?
got the horse in the hinterlands and he's like, cool, I have a mound. And then, he fucking died there. He was there for decades.
Haunting,
Yeah,
Evine.
that's the dude that's haunting Evine.
Okay.
Starts stories and never finishes
So I'm
them.
going to be a little insufferable. What are these locations again? Because I'm looking at the map now.
I'm going to pretend
Move
I'm
on.
paying attention.
MIVON, which is close to where you guys are
Oh, that's right
currently.
there. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Gralton, which is actually right in the center of
Yeah, right in the middle. Okay.
Mirmir, which is down.
Mew.
Mirror?
The Himbrian Forest. That's the one that's on the border of Galt. or
Okay,
close to
yeah.
the border of
Meow,
Galt.
meow.
Yeah.
And then Deadbridge is way up at the north, over where it says the Protector to the Black Marquis and
Gotcha.
Bodhi's Haunt, and over by the
Man, it got me
Echo.
playing this dumbass
Where did I
game.
get these?
Boss's
And then
name.
called, like,
Your house is in Moss
Something?
is by that
Oh,
little
you just make
area
the little
that looks like
avatars,
says
make them do
Mosswater.
things.
on
I get
that.
ads for it a lot.
Yeah, it's cute.
But
It's a collector's
no,
game.
All
Dagger
on
Water.
water.
No,
exciting.
yeah. If you look on what map are you looking at?
River Kingdoms
I like
On the,
that place.
on the wiki.
Okay, yeah. So if you look all the way over to the west, Echo Wood, there's an area called
yeah?
Mosswater on there.
Is
Probably there
that
should be.
like an
Oh,
effort to
right
try
on
to
the
get-
border.
Right on the border, right close to that is where.
You know,
Okay,
possibly.
so that's
I
close
mean,
to
I
Deadbridge,
think
but
it's good.
yeah.
It can work.
the little farthest
so
away
my friend
from
Brian
the Stolen
said
Lands,
While still
there
being
is
in the
theater
Stolen
teacher.
Lands, yeah.
while still being in
And so
the River
I
Kingdoms.
would
In the
already
River
know
Kingdoms, yeah.
someone
Okay,
who
it's
works
crazy.
there.
It is literally on the
Nice.
other side of it. That's why it took you
And
guys like
it's
a
a
week
front
to get
desk
all the way
attendant.
across.
Okay.
So like
Even
you
at
basically
speed
just
with
have to make
regards
sure the
to
girls are showing up,
because
and then calling
his
parents if they
his
don't.
cart
Yeah.
was pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. Cool.
And
It was very
he
what
was
is
like,
it?
yeah,
The,
I really
the
like
midnight
hiring
State
bus.
of the art.
Or well, no, it's like a
And I
night
was
the
like,
night
The night
bus,
bus.
I qualified.
Where
Like,
it's
I
like
could, that's
rolling
something
through
I
at
could
Mach
totally
5
do.
or something like that.
And then,
So where is the
you know,
3-star?
at least I would.
Which is the
Wrong,
guy,
right in the
things
middle.
even in
Is
a
the guy's
really
basement?
weird,
Mhm.
like this is creepy way.
right?
Like,
We're
that's
doing
what
we
therapy
wanted to
is.
look at the basement.
Exposure
Yeah,
therapy.
the guy was getting broken. His shop's getting broken into.
Don't look at. Don't make eye contact with me. I don't know.
No, I'm looking right there. Don't worry.
Like,
You're not
look,
even there.
there's two of us now.
Oh.
So Mivon,
right?
Mivon is where Lady in Red is. Mivon is where. So
that's the 5-star, right?
no, that's the 4-star.
That's the 4. Okay.
Yeah. The Black Marquis one is the 5-star.
Okay. So do we want to do 4, 3, 5, or because like I'd like to do 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5.
Okay.
But
I don't
so
care.
we're gonna go further to do 3.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care as long as we get a sweet
That's
ride.
kind of why I was like, I mean,
You want to go further out and then work our way back in?
Well, that starts at 5 and then 3, 4 to come
Okay.
back. So it's like,
I'm fine with that.
I'm going to do 5.
I think we die if we do 5 first.
Okay. Well, it would be silly to do 3, 4, and then back out to 5.
Well, the 5 is really far away.
That's what I mean. So if he wants to start at 3, 3's in the middle.
I was thinking about
It's
progression of
4,
progression of
3,
difficulty.
5.
Progression
I-
of difficulty.
yeah.
So you want to do 3-star, 4-star, 5-star.
Let me tell you, I will.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's why I was putting
But
it to
on the
grid.
map, it's
Yeah.
4-star is closest,
Yeah.
3-star is in the middle,
Yeah.
and 5-star is furthest.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in my opinion, it would be silly to go to the middle, go back, then go through the middle, and back out.
I mean, yeah.
I'm here for silly though, so I don't. Yeah.
Well, whoever I am is not into that.
Okay.
If I can make a recommendation, also it would be easy. It would be fairly easy for you to go from Mivon down to Mimir and then back up to Gralton.
I forgot about
So,
Mimir.
yeah.
What's happening at Mimir? Is that the main quest
that's
line?
that's the thing where you guys get to go figure out what's going on. Get some help figuring out what's
Tanawit,
going on with
that's
the
who I
Stag
am.
In the Himbrian Forest.
Yeah, but we're gonna do that after. Well,
No,
see-
that's fine, quick.
well,
That's fine.
Well, that's gonna agitate Lisa and her character the most. Then,
Fine.
if we
I
go
gave
all the
JC
way
a
across
feather,
and
but then they
back.
put on their hood, and so
Yeah,
now the
that's
feather
sad.
is.
It's
Okay, so
having a time.
That's fine. The
It's
protective
inside.
magic is still there.
what are we dealing with? What's our play?
I think first things first is we should find, like, horses or something.
Transportation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We can't go very far.
Well, I was
Yeah.
I was gonna recommend a boat or something, but
Yep.
Okay.
if
It is a.
I'm not looking at the map. I don't know how to
Yep.
get there.
It is a very
well, the area is called the River Kingdoms.
Also, wasn't listening.
If you, if you guess it, the playbook that
I'm playing a
the
different
Excel
game.
sheet that I posted has a map on it. If you guys need it, and if you need reposted, I can put it.
Should you need us?
Actually, I might want to look at that
Because that's what I'm also
that
putting
one
like.
has the guild in it.
That's like where the guild is. It's where your guys' house is. That's where your fun little town is that you guys saved
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
with the
With the
people-
house?
with the people in it. No, the little town.
the Wells place?
Yeah.
And the things
Whoever's
of
well.
flavor.
What?
So,
Flavor Flav.
I don't know. I'm hearing stuff. Okay, I heard Pepperidge Farm first. But now I'm hearing Flavor Flav.
Why is
Fine.
this one
I'm
wearing
just
this
old.
targe around
That's
his
okay.
neck?
One of my coworkers said her kids were jerks, and I heard very clearly my kids are drug addicts.
Yeah.
I was like, I beg your finest pardon.
I'm
What?
fucking sorry.
You're like Ricky Lake? Like, was it, is it daytime TV?
Yeah.
Oh, is that where it is? Okay.
But like, not like I didn't think like she was inferring that her
It's just this thing is slow as fuck.
children were on crack, but more along the lines
it's
of
like,
like
oh,
they're too
It's giving
hyperactive.
me
My kids are
notifications
right.
of shit, and I'm trying to like deal with them, but
As
it's
a figure of speech.
Yeah.
everything I
Not,
click on. It's
not
like
for real reals.
I
It's
gotta
the worst
figure
video
out
game.
how to get my kids to stop using.
I'm like, aren't they like
I was
10
going
and
to do this
12?
thing that you're asking me to
That's
do,
how
but
you
you're taking
spell
too long
Memer. Nice.
to like do it. So.
Okay.
How do you spell that?
Okay, so
Mimere.
So I'm gonna head down to the Harbor District,
Mimea.
and as someone who comes from a coastal city,
mhm.
as someone who worked on docks, I'm gonna hit up I'm gonna inquire about prices for craft.
Okay. So are you
Okay,
trying
see
to
a man about a boat.
so are you trying to
Right.
buy your own boat, or are you
Is
trying
Oz
to
part of the stevedore union?
I have multiple questions here. Are you trying to buy your own boat, first of all, or are you trying to book passage?
I'm open to both.
I think
Okay.
we're trying to feel our way through it.
Because I think booking passage will be the least expensive. I'm like, yeah, we want boat Uber, but
Boober?
Love it.
That's a different service.
yeah,
Mhm.
It could be both.
especially if
though.
you're in
Why not both?
Poland.
Yeah. I'm
It's
just gonna.
Bober, but not, whatever.
I'm gonna come with, but I'm probably gonna be not any help. Oh wait, you have some charisma
I
though.
was about to say, yeah,
I can assist
someone,
you.
someone with higher charisma than 8 needs to come with me.
Oh yes, okay. That's why I'm here.
Okay,
Yay.
Krem,
So-
what's your charisma, Krem?
Probably better than mine.
Just grab him by the cloak.
Mine is
Yeah.
a 0.
25.
Yeah, I believe
Mine
it.
is 20.
Oh yeah, you
Oh yeah, no, I grab. I roll you along.
just the
Yeah, just the
Like by the
armpits.
armpits.
Yeah, just the,
No, put me down.
ask for a boat.
I'm just gonna look free to shoot people. So let's go.
So okay, so you, the team is going down to the docks. So as you filter out, you go out into the city, and as you're strutting along with your brand new shiny silver badges, and people are giving you the nice nod. They notice the extra gilding on your badge, and they give you the okay, nice. You guys get a little bit
If
of
I see anyone do it, I totally go do the eyebrows.
You guys have a little bit of a Spider-Man 3 swagger going on here, a little bit. Just maybe not quite as cringe, but
Oh, mine's hella cringe because every so often
Yeah, all this is very cringe.
Hail Nethys.
I feel like he's doing
Hail Nethys.
the
The
ending
sidestep.
credits of the real Ghostbusters
Yeah,
down the street.
okay. Except for there's no parade. It's just
That's
him.
right.
It's just him.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah.
to convert people.
Throwing
with
guidance.
religious pamphlets.
Guidance.
I've got some
Guidance.
literature if you like.
Yeah,
Um,
the Watchtower.
and you guys haven't, you've explored a little bit out in
I
the
didn't
city.
realize he was a
behind-
Jehovah's Witness.
Behind the mask.
That's what the Jehovah's Witness was back home. La Tour de Garde.
So you
Sounds cooler
you get
than
down over to the docks, and the docks are fairly busy. It's midday. There are boats coming in, boats leaving. You're on the shore of a very large lake. And this is it's not a central point, but there's enough space here to where larger ships can move in and out and go kind of through. Now, there aren't any massive ships. I mean, this is still a river area, so there's mostly longboats and barges and things like that. There are several, full-on steamship riverboats with, big paddles and things like that. But most of what's coming in and out of here is goods transport. So livestock transport, food, equipment, clothing, those kind of things.
Right.
There are a lot of dock workers, and there are several different outfits that look like they're in charge of buying and selling, and there's managing transport, and then there is also a couple different transportation, like if you want to go and book a trip on a boat, there are a couple different offices there.
Travel.
Yeah, there is. So let's see. There are. Let me go ahead and
Like ferries.
get these out here.
River cruises.
Mm-hmm.
Viking River Cruises is a bit different out here.
Right.
Like you've got to bring your own axe for the raid.
They have guns. They have laser guns.
Oh, I can share all of you the super cringe text I got from my dad.
Oh yeah!
Wow. Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's
I
great.
live for this.
It is
amazing.
peak dad.
No.
So to frame this, my parents are currently in Antarctica.
Oh, they're doing the Lifetime cruise or
Of
whatever?
course.
Yeah, but fucking I don't know.
I have listened to some podcasts.
I only know your parents like peripherally, but you said this, and I was like, that tracks. So,
Yeah,
like,
no,
that makes
yeah.
sense. They just
Where
went.
are they this time?
They went on an
Antarctica.
adventure.
Antarctica.
But so
Put their flag there.
So my mom was like, my mom before they left, she's like, I don't know how, much reception or anything we'll have down there. I'm like, I assume that you won't. So I'm perfectly fine with not hearing from you. But on Friday, I got a random text from my dad that just said, if you're looking for a cool place to chill,
No.
this is it. With the ellipsis, because he ends all fucking texts with an ellipsis.
Why is he such a boomer?
I mean, he is one. It was literally his 80th birthday on Thursday.
That's amazing.
Wow.
Like last week.
Extra.
That's amazing.
So I
The
sent
fact that
you need
him
a
this
towel.
gif of a penguin chilling, and then just
God.
his relatives are here. Ellipsis heart.
It's more like his relatives are here.
Yeah, no. Every text
Yep.
from my dad is slightly ominous. And I'm just like,
The fact that your parents are in Antarctica right now, and your dad was like, wait a second. I gotta pick up my phone. I need to send something.
Do you know how many people die so we can visit there safely? That's what
Like,
I want to know.
like
I mean,
in this
yeah,
moment,
he does.
this is the most important thing I gotta do right now.
Yeah, if you're looking for a cool place to chill, this is it. And I haven't heard from him since.
that is
Wow.
peak dad.
Right?
Just
Right
left you
there.
with that, and we all took some damage.
Did you load some
Okay.
NPCs?
Yeah, I needed to come up with a couple things here.
All good.
but That's
all
fine.
good.
Okay, so you're coming down there, taking a look at what's available. And as there are people around there, like I said, there's a few different companies, people you could potentially talk to, but either purchasing a ship to run yourself or getting somebody to take you somewhere.
Yeah,
The one that looks very specifically like it's transport, like it's like you're going to go there to book a trip. It's a pretty nice building with a picture of a sign hanging with a winged green, like traditional looking like pixie fairy, and it's called the Summer Court. And then they're
Immediately distrust.
right, but see, they book transport ferries.
yeah. So obviously we're gonna skip that one.
Yeah, no.
I hear there's a cool place to chill near there.
Yeah. And there are three.
Yeah.
There are three other ones that all look like
I
they
saw
are more.
penguin.
They look like they are more focused towards shipping and transport. There's
Logistics.
there's the Shire Shipping Co. There is Daggle, Dingle, and Dongle Shipping and Transport, or DD&D. And then there's another one that looks a little bit more rundown that just says Krangle's Boats for Cheap with a 4 like 4.
Ooh, these last two are real.
Right.
That's our,
There's a bunch of longboats with a sign that says
Wait, was there
Mendez y
an
Mendez.
option?
no, actually, I was gonna be like, all right, which one's New Marion River Cruises? Let's get them Techno Vikings.
Wait, was there an option between Summer Court and Daggle, Dingle, and Dongle?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow, it just goes like this and
Oh,
down.
Shire Shipping Co. is
Yeah.
a very a lot of
That's a
these
local
ones.
outfit.
That one looks like a local, like they built it
Because
here,
this
they
is the
ship
Guild
stuff out.
Shire,
Yeah.
That
Daggle, Dingle,
Summer
and Dongle.
Court, we're gonna walk out of there with no wallets, no names.
Feel free to give me history checks, anybody.
Oh God, what am I doing? What's wrong with you?
I'm like, are we all there?
I would assume. I assumed everybody might.
Okay.
It's at least me and Breenie because I need them to be charming.
I can buy.
5.
5.
Yeah.
I do not like the one that has a 4 in it.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
I just like
13?
this.
Okay.
I don't remember what my
Yeah, we're going up. All right.
I do not like
I
this.
guess I'll roll.
I got a
just
12
as-
plus things. Give me a sec. Nope, plus nothing. 12.
May I?
Yes.
Thank you. History?
Yeah.
Ooh, 18.
There you go.
Okay.
Nothing's cursed for me.
So-
Put that back. No.
I don't know. Hey, an 11 is very meh. So
What about you?
they got a 12.
I got a 12, yeah.
I got a
I'm-
4.
Oh,
Amanda.
I meant the computer. Yeah.
4.
4. Okay.
They also don't. They,
Krem
think
is-
the one with the 4 is quite charming.
I do like the use of that letter. I mean, it's a number, but
That number
it's
4.
like a letter.
Krem is too busy
It's hip and cool. like
standing around boasting, showing off their new badge and boasting about how it's going to make their heroic adventures even more heroic than they were before.
And their new winged backpack.
With their new winged backpack. Okay, so anybody who got higher than a 10 knows about, you've been around long enough to know about the Shire Shipping Co., that it was started by people who, moved to the area after the Guildshire was established. Krangle's Boats for Cheap is... he didn't.
It's absolutely
It's
what's
exactly
on the
what it
tin?
sounds like.
Okay.
And then anybody who's higher than a 15, which I think is just you.
Yeah.
So Daggle, Dingle, and Dongle, they are a this is not their only shipping hub in Galarian. They are all over the place. It just so happens that this is the only one in the Stolen Lands, in the River Kingdoms, because it's the only place where it's stable enough to put up one of their outfits.
Okay.
They have shipping all over Galarian, and especially all over the Inner Sea.
Cool.
The Summer Court is known as for anybody who got higher than 10, the Summer Court is a place that is known to be very high-end transport. So if you're one of all these boats that are out in the lake that are all the real steamships with the big paddles on the back, those are all owned by the Summer Court. Those ferries are all owned by the Summer Court. They're known mostly for luxury, and that's part of why they're the only really people who ship out here, because the Shire is the Guildshire is basically like the 1% of the River Kingdoms, because monster hunting is incredibly lucrative, and being a mercenary is also pretty lucrative. So they're the only ones who have kind of maintained hunters when they transport around want some luxury. And that's what you got. So,
Cool. I
Yeah.
point Breenie at Dingle, Dangle, and Dongle, and I'm like, we're asking for transport from here to Mivon.
Mivon.
Yeah. And so I put you up on the counter.
I'm not that small.
Oh, okay. I'll put down a little apple box.
She's
in front of the
3
counter.
feet tall.
I'm 3 feet tall.
Yeah, I put an apple box in front of the counter.
Okay, so you guys go into
Dingle, Dangle, Dongle.
Yep. So you make your way into the office or the building, and this is a very it's a very busy place. There are people running around all over the place, moving different tickets and things like that. You have people walking back
Do
and
they have
forth with
pneumatic
ledgers.
tubes?
They do not have pneumatic tubes,
Ah,
unfortunately.
Placing
sad.
Dingle, Dangle, and Dongle.
Actually, no. Hang on a second. These are gnomes. Yeah, no, they have fucking
Okay,
pneumatic
that's
tubes.
what I'm like.
Yeah, there are pneumatic tubes all over the place, just even when they don't need to be.
Right? That was my favorite part of Costco when I was a kid. It's like
Right?
watching them stick the shit in the pneumatic tubes.
Hell yeah.
So they had pneumatic tubes at Costco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When they had so many receipts, they would reach out.
They would stick them in it. They had tubes that went to each register that would go to the cash office.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then when they would get to a certain point, or when they were changing cashiers, they would stick all the receipts in a little receptacle
tube.
and then shove it in the tube and it would go whoop,
Ah,
and it would fly off to the cash office.
that's cool.
And me as a child was like, are they gonna put it in the tube this time? Oh, tube.
Can I put it in the tube?
Okay.
You get the show, you get the hot dog. It's a complete.
Yep.
It's a complete.
I mean,
show.
now the internet exists, so I don't think they need the tubes.
No, yeah, that shit's all. zeros and ones now.
But back in the 90s,
Hell
back in the
yeah.
day, they
There's-
had the fucking tubes.
At the Walgreens over there, they have one. They still have. They have like the pipe for it still.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I just want Udi's just like tube.
Yeah, stick your head in there, see what happens.
I put a tube up there.
Oh,
well.
well, that's a gift for someone on the other side. Don't mind
Reaches
this.
to a pocket of it, like,
Surprised.
watch it go.
Clickety, 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 clickety. It's all over in there. So yeah,
That is a
In love,
sort
he's
of,
in
sort
the
of,
man
sort
voice.
of nudge.
I mean, they don't technically
Oh, well.
use magic.
It's the shop is loading.
Nah.
Press A to jump.
It's just the unattended desk and the like transition music.
No, you just have it's a black void with like a D20 rotating in the middle. It's
Yeah.
giving you helpful tips about how to play the game
Yeah.
underneath.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys get into this. It's a pretty busy area. There are a couple different windows with clerks and everything like working on different things. And there is a central, just kind of like a central desk that looks kind of in the middle, like for visitors and or people looking for, services and things like that.
Is there like a little bell, or is there someone behind it?
Oh no! I mean, there's just like a whole bunch of people like already kind of crowded around it, and there is what looks to be very stressed out female halfling, just kind of hanging out in front of hanging out at the desk. Hurriedly scribbling things down and like sending them off through the pneumatic tubes, and is like regularly changing things out. And as you guys walk up there, so you put a box down, and actually,
I mean, it's a halfling.
Yeah.
I don't know. That
there is a lip that you can just stand up on, and you can actually.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine they have like the, you know how most counters have like it's the counter and then they have like the lower one.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's
How's your sleight of hand?
Nice one.
Yeah. So there's a counter that's your height.
Yeah.
Do you have prestidigitation?
Don't. I'm not.
Oh, you
that
don't
good
magic. Okay,
But
that's
I have
I have a plus
prestidigitation.
8.
How's your sleight of hand?
I don't have that, but
Okay,
I do
no,
have
all right. 'Cause
prestidigitation.
I wanted subterfuge with this.
Uh,
Just start tapping people on the opposite shoulder so they like move out of the way.
Okay. Is that actually a set of hand? What
No, you're yeah. Go ahead, and give me a sleight of hand. Sure.
I mean, I could just walk in and be menacing.
Well,
And everybody will fuck off.
I mean, I think Brianna just kind of walks in and is like, excuse me, and then like,
Yeah, and I was similarly going to.
Well, so that
Hard to
actually
see.
kind of works though, because on the plus side, there's not really anybody over at the lower counter.
on the lower counter, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you see what?
Love me.
This is what happens. You go over and Brianny comes over and scratches you on the leg to try and get your attention.
I
So
still got a dirty 20 and sleight of hand. I could do something else.
oh
with
yeah,
it.
yeah, you can mess with all the patrons there all you want.
We very much cut a wall to make sure she's uninterrupted in the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just
So
wanna
you get up to the
be in a
desk
space where I
and
have somewhere to lean, I guess.
very quickly, even before
With my
you're able
guns
to get
being
out.
off.
Oh, excuse me. This lady whips around. She's got like blonde. She's in a smart kind of vest and pants with like rolled up sleeves, kind of like a stockbroker kind of thing looking thing going on here. And her blonde hair is basically tied up in the tightest fucking bun. And she whips around. She's like, "Yes, hello. How can I help you? Oh, you're something else. Hello. How can I help you?"
That is kind of.
No, it's to our advantage. Let it happen.
Brianna's used to it, so she is aware that she is an anomaly.
Yeah.
And uses it to her
too,
advantage.
Yeah,
So.
it's like,
I too
actually,
am strange.
my companions and I, we were looking to book
You've got guidance.
passage to, is it Mivon or Nivon?
Mivon. with an M.
Mivon, M-I-V-O-N.
Yeah. To Mivon, if you have any transports that are going in that direction.
You're going to how many people? How many people book passage?
7, 8, whatever our number is, plus your spider.
4, 6.
7. Plus your...
Oh, 7, yeah. Plus,
Plus five.
well, it's a complicated question, isn't it? I would say, well,
Five big, 2 small.
Yeah,
Or 4
five
big, 3 small.
5 mostly
Oh, no, yeah, 5 big, 2
generally humanoid-ish, a goblin, myself, and a rather large spider. So altogether, I think that makes 8.
Okay, so yeah, you see, she does like some quick math in her head. She's like 3 smalls, 4 bigs, or 3 smalls, 5 bigs. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. We got I think there's a ship. I think there's a ferry leaving in probably about 30 minutes to an hour. When she's like looking through a bunch of different things.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like pass it back down the line.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, half hour. Okay, yeah.
The Maisie May. Yeah, Maisie May's getting out here in a couple of. She's carrying a bunch of sheep. Hopefully that's not going to be a problem.
She sort of looks over at Udi.
Yeah, no. I was thinking about your spider.
Oh, the spider doesn't eat a sheep.
Okay.
Spider's got snacks. Spider's got snack hat.
Yeah.
Udi will just ride them. I think we can
No,
keep Udi off.
she's
the
a
sheep.
domesticated spider. She's not going to eat things unless I tell her it's okay
Not
to
much
eat
can
them.
phase me.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
she just sort of like slowly looks at Udi and she's like,
Just
I think
gnawing on something.
like, oh, I think
Yeah,
it'll be
that's
fine.
fine.
It should
Yeah,
be
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, she says, do you guys need just transport? You need food? You need, it's like a day's trip, so you might be overnight. If you guys,
I think we can
We
train
have
rats and-
provisions.
yeah.
We'll be fine.
just the boat.
Just the boat.
okay. In that case, she does quick calculations for the Maisie May for everybody with the sheep discount. It's 1 gold apiece. So it's for the smalls. It's a half. So looking like
Brittany just kind of reaches into a pouch
Yeah, slap
And
the plat down
and
and,
it's just
call
like-
it.
yeah.
because I just have I have 500 gold of my own.
Oh
you
yeah.
You should have more. We each got.
I know,
it's
but I
okay.
haven't actually put it. I
Sure.
have it in the notes, but I haven't.
Yeah.
So that would be 5 gold, 6 gold,
Let's
5
just call
silver.
it. Let's just call it a tenner and tip them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're
she just
taking it from your
10.
money though, so never mind.
No, we'll
Oh.
take it out of the. We'll take it out of the
She,
party
she
fund.
looks down
Please.
and like you place a couple 2 neat stacks of 5 gold on the table. Oh, big spender. Okay. And she walks over and like scribbles some stuff off and quickly rips off a couple of basically tickets. So she has a stack of tickets for you. She tears off the other half of those tickets and puts them into a tube.
Yay,
And then,
tubes.
Unlike some other guild troops, we're not stingy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting now, yeah.
Wink.
Right.
Yeah.
And she puts the stack of tickets on the table for you. She says, "Just make sure you're not late. If you're late, all of it's null and void, and we don't do any at least for ship passage, especially on a cargo ship, we don't do refunds."
Yeah, never late without good reason. Well, we'll start passing those out.
Oh no, we won't be late. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're leaving right now. Funny spelling on that, Maisie May.
No, Maisy.
Okay. Just making sure.
Maisy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, well, I had vowels wrong, but it's good.
Yeah, I'm like some gnome bullshit. There's 2 Maisie Mays in this fucking
Her,
port, and then, yeah.
The signature on that, because the signature of the person taking it is Estil Bellfoot. Estil Bellfoot. Bellfoot.
Okay, like foot as in ding-a-ling-a-ling, not a pretty foot.
What?
Because you could do. Thanks, the Frenchman gets it. Bell as in
With no E.
yeah.
Oh, no, yes, okay. I was sorry. When you said, I thought you were saying there's a different different version of foot that I was missing. Yes, bell as in
Ding-a-ling,
dingle, dangle,
foot,
dangle,
foot.
and FOOT. Yes.
Yeah.
Tony was just hinting at the fact that you were one vowel away from revealing a fetish.
Something.
Yeah, no, that's why I was
Sorry.
very confused.
I forgot. But yeah, cool. I'm like, all right, fam. Grab your tickets.
Ask you
We're
later.
heading over to the Daisy May. Let's go.
Bell.
Or Maisie May.
LLE.
Yeah. So yeah, without any ceremony, we roll out. We head down the dock to find the Maisie May.
I go back to my lodging, get my bindle, that stuff.
No, you should have it already.
Oh, well. I probably do, that's true.
Right. Like a
Before
proper
you guys-
vagrant, if you don't leave with your bindle, it's gone. Like
What
if
kind of
somebody
murder
else is
hobo are
snatched
you?
it.
You don't have all your
So-
shit with you all the time.
I will throw this out to everybody. Before you guys leave, it's gonna be a while before you come back to the Shire. Is there anything you guys need to do before you head out? You have about an hour.
We did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we had some business. I probably got to pick back up my guns. I
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
Got-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm implying that this trip was ready to happen.
Yeah.
So that we've all got our gear and we're ready to.
Because that's what we did like last session was basically
Yeah.
get everything
Yeah,
ready.
Just making sure. I wanted to just throw the one last out there before. Okay, so you make it over to the Maisie May. It is a relatively unremarkable transport ferry. There is a boat. There's a boat like a passenger house kind of area on the boat that you could get to. But most of it is currently loaded now. Like most of the area is currently loaded now with sheep. So
Yeah,
there
I
are just
imagine the
it
smell
is
is
not. Yeah,
fantastic.
it doesn't smell great.
I've had worse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No. I remember the ship ride from
I used to live in a swamp.
the boat ride from Absalom was much less classy than this.
Oh yeah.
It is a very seaworthy ship, and when you get over there, the guy on the gangplank, he's hey, what do you want?
We have tickets. Passage.
Oh yeah. Let me take a look. Okay, yeah. Come on. How many? 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. If you want to go to the passengers area,
Spider.
you want to go to Jesus. That's a big spider. Okay.
Hi.
Hello.
You need ticket?
We got you one.
Yeah,
we
have
a ticket.
Yeah, here. Let me get your ticket.
Don't eat it.
I did it. That's it.
I apologize. And she like hands him an extra gold.
And a tissue.
No, that's
He's just
you're lucky.
Yeah.
They're a mayor.
Yeah.
of what town I could only assume is just
How much
blessed.
of this part of gold is?
Dagger,
Rudy
dagger,
did it.
dagger.
I just took
Yeah.
the
All right.
number
So he gets you. He escorts you on. You guys are taking up the gangplank. He has you. He directs you over to where the passenger area is. You move through literally a literal herd of sheep as you are being funneled over towards there. And yeah, you meet up with the captain of the Maisie May. He greets you as you're the only passengers currently. Captain Ben Crestwood.
Human?
Yeah, he is human.
With a name like Ben.
Yeah, he looks like
Could be short for Ben Thalalial.
like a mid 2000s
Like that.
RPG basic character creator. Like they didn't adjust any of the variables. It's just they're just like. You know, they said all right, yeah, random generator, didn't adjust anything, and is like this is what just pops up on the screen.
Center slider all
Yeah,
the
center
way
slider
down.
all the way down. He's not fat, he's not thin, he's not muscular, he's not like he's just
He's just
there.
He's just some guy.
Short brown hair.
yeah, short
Some
brown
guy.
hair, no scars
Look
or
at him and
anything,
clearly
kind of a
We're not
middling
meant
age,
to do
you
much
know,
with
like
that guy because he's the one that can have the same dialogue loop.
he's
Just gonna
somewhere
always be
between
the same.
23 and 45. You don't
Yeah.
really know.
While we're in the spot, we see two of them like pass on the box
Yeah.
in different outfits.
Yeah, don't question it. And so you guys are on. There are a shitload of sheep, and they said it's going to take about a day's worth of time to. You were gone when that happened.
We were told explicitly you can't eat them, but they didn't say anything else.
Yeah.
It tastes real good. And I just start licking.
Okay, well, they didn't say you couldn't taste them.
Have you seen that? Like the barn cats are like really like the taste of their lanolin. So they'll just get on top of a sheep and start making biscuits and then just licking them profusely.
I mean, look, if you want to do that, nobody's going to really look two ways at you. You are goblins, so.
Yeah.
No, that's all I was like. If she's not chewing, then that's fine.
I will say the captain does when you and when the spider come on board. The captain just kind of looks at us like, we're gonna leave this with the same. We're gonna get to Mabon with the same amount of sheep that we have on it, right?
We will do our best, yes, to ensure that happens should anything come down.
Tanwin turns. Are you insinuating that we are not people of our words?
I'm not insinuating that you're not people of your words. I'm just insinuating that perhaps the goblin or the spider might try to eat a sheep.
once again,
Are you insinuating?
Greedy is like, she is a domesticated spider. She will not eat anything unless she has been told she is allowed to.
That is understandable. I just want to make sure I have not.
I really wish that people would stop making presumptions about my spider.
To be fair, lately she's gotten a taste for two-legged things, so if anyone should be worried, it should be a
She asks permission.
Never judge a book by its cover.
What was that? What did you say?
You should never judge a book by its cover.
Well, if the great heroic Krem says it, then I suppose that's true.
I mean, to be fair, Udi is licking a sheep, so it is fair
I was
to
going to
ask.
say, like, you're currently...
Yeah, I was just like...
Our goblin
Except for that book.
Our goblin is nothing but pedantic, so we've told them they're not allowed to eat the sheep, so they're going to do everything else to them.
Yeah.
Just let it happen.
That one, yeah, okay.
Not everything.
No.
So, look,
The rules were explicitly laid out.
I mean, it's like, y'all are hunters. If I have any problems, I'm just going to have to call the guild.
Oh, yeah, no. We'll recompensate. Yeah, no, absolutely, yeah.
So he leaves you alone, basically, for the rest. So, after...
He's like, I'm not dealing with this.
Yeah, very quickly, everything is kind of set up, and you guys ship off.
Every missing sheep is insurance payout, so...
Yeah.
The transport across the lake is very smooth. It is a nice day for travel, and this is the biggest lake in the region. So the ships are equipped for shallow water travel. So across the lake is a little bit rougher than you would probably prefer. I don't know how many people here, how many of y'all here have experience on boats in terms of like your characters traveling on ships.
I do not.
We literally cross
I do.
whatever that sea is.
The inner sea.
That's right.
Yes, the
I do not prefer this.
Okay.
We come from coastal area. Well, I don't know about you, but I
I'm
can't.
from the Manaways. I'm
Tanuit,
proud of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I live near the coast.
But the
as you are, you're clearly kind of like
Yeah, I don't know,
not
I kinda just
happy
like
about
the
this whole
weather.
situation. At some point or another,
Dead center. So.
Yeah, probably not until then.
you just kind of look down and there's a sheep comes up and is like trying to kind of chew on your leg a little bit and just bleh,
I hiss.
bleh. It is clearly too dumb to recognize a threat.
It is a sheep.
Bleh.
Reaches out.
You've made a friend.
Pulls her hand back really fast. Absolutely not.
Despite your best efforts.
Are you feeling well? Would you like some tea?
There is enough liquid. I need no more.
Alright, suit yourself.
Despite your best efforts, petting the sheep has made you feel a little bit better.
Yeah. In my cloak.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't end up being the real boss. like another
That's
game.
right.
Oh no, we absolutely should kill every sheep on this boat.
Yeah, at least this isn't the summer
Our
court
principal.
boat.
Yeah.
Then we would
Yeah.
definitely kill the sheep.
You know, these are all polymorphed somethings.
Yeah. So so you head out across the boat, the lake. The lake is a little bit rougher, but once you start getting once you get across into the delta, and then back further into the river, going south towards Mavon, you are able to the ride smooths out. You are traveling for a few hours. It's starting to get dark. It's starting to get dark, and you all of a sudden hear a kind of clanging of the bells on the front end of the ship, and you hear some commotion, but nothing that seems panicked necessarily. But there is and you can feel the ship starting to slow down.
I get to about midship, and then I lean out over the railing to see if I can see what's going on up there.
Yeah, sure. It's actually pretty easy for you guys to tell. So,
It's
anybody
probably already on the deck anyway. I would have been in the crow's nest if they let me, but I don't.
Yeah, they do not. Yeah. You try to climb up into the crow's nest. Some guy who's already sitting up there is just like, what are you doing up here?
Would it even have a crow's nest? Is it that kind of
like a
ship?
watch post or something?
Yeah, more like it's like not really a crow's nest. But I mean, there are sails because it is wind powered. So,
I mean, it's not just those like weird hoop things in in the hills of Modesto.
He wouldn't know what.
Oh, yeah,
know
you're
what
not
those
from
are.
here. You don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
They're the wind farms.
They're windmills.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but instead of a
Like
fan,
ovular.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a giant maypole.
Yeah. In Norfolk.
Don't look in your eyes right now.
So
Just seems very mature.
Sorry.
You have like a very like
I
Wicker
was like,
Man.
what's going on here?
We all know.
What do you mean, Jared? You're not aware.
That's right.
It's been dead. 20
I
years.
totally know.
He doesn't know.
As I slowly make my way towards the door. So anybody who's out on the deck, as you kind of get towards the front, you see the captain and several other crewmates kind of pushing sheep out of the way to get to the front. And there are a couple guys up front, look like kind of jabbing downwards towards the water with glaives, basically.
Ooh.
And as you get up there, anybody who takes a look, there seems to be, so the ship is slowed to a stop, and the river in front of you, for a good ways out, you can see off in the distance the lights of where Mavon is supposed to be down the river. But in between there,
Where it's supposed to be, or where it is?
where it is.
Yeah, okay.
But
Because that could change things.
that could change.
that could change things. But the river
3-star turned into a 9-star.
The river is choked with what initially looks like some sort of like vines, almost like, for all the it almost looks like it's choked with kudzu, except for it's white. And as the people are starting to like jab down, they're like the guys up at the front are like trying to jab down through it to see if they can cut through it. They're cutting through it and they're bringing it back up, and they're bringing up they like it's chunks of fungus. It's basically big slices of mushroom that is there. And the river just seems like, at least the surface of the river seems like it's just choked with this stuff.
Oh. Wow.
So they're stopped up. He's stopped up here, and they're like trying to hack away at it to see if they can push forward, but it doesn't. Like they're pretty stopped up.
Like nature rolls or something? Is that a nature thing?
Whatever anybody would like to, if anyone would like to try it,
yeah.
like some knowledge checks, feel free.
I'll throw a. May I?
Yeah.
And you can feel free to recommend whatever you'd like.
Ooh, 17.
Okay.
Wouldn't matter what it was. She doesn't know.
It doesn't. Hey.
I rolled a 7, so like it wouldn't have mattered what I stuck it to.
Yeah, like
Nature?
Can I do perception?
related stuff is not my forte.
Yes. What are you trying to perceive? All right. So real quick.
something
So
attached
what
My
is-
brain literally said that, and I had an answer, and then my brain went. I was like,
You heard the windows shutting down.
I did.
Damn it, Windows Update.
God damn it. That's a nat one.
I'm trying to see.
You were nose deep in that sheet.
You're like.
I'm trying to see if there's a way that like it could either be cleared or like if it's like super deep.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 4, so
Okay, so real quick.
You're
So
wondering what cheese is.
so perception
that's a
of
lot of mushrooms.
you're drinking tea, or you're
I'm doing something.
Yes.
I'm
I have
like,
a 17 to that perception.
you're
Yeah.
you go out. So you,
I'm looking at him, being like, "Oh, there's one."
Would you look at that?
you immediately get distracted by the fact that you look over and the spider marmalade
Sorry,
is.
folks.
Are you on call?
No.
Okay.
No, I pressed the thing that
His
he has on his
Tamagotchi's
keys.
hungry.
Yeah, my fucking.
Megan, are you getting one of the Tamagotchis?
I wish it was that cool. It's my.
If I don't have a Dwecky Tamagotchi, I'm
fucking
gonna throw it up.
tile.
No, I know. I'm in
It
a
will
point
sing
where
again in
I
a few
really,
seconds.
really, really need to not
I'm gonna
spend
forget, and
money.
then it's gonna surprise me.
So like, I'm gonna like albums. Fine. Doing like I'm not really donating to cup sleeves anymore. I'm just kind of like going for the vibes and like you get the boba and you get a fruit cup sleeve or whatever.
We talked to Jared L for an hour.
Yeah, we talked to Jared L for like an hour, and then, but for everything else, pretty much,
There's MasterCard.
anything
Try to do
that I haven't already pre-ordered, I'm just like, I'm not, because I'm trying to.
Yeah, I get it.
I have a bunch of other shit that I want to do, and I can't do it if I keep spending money on this.
Right.
Beloved.
We believe in you.
So you're looking out, and then you're distracted by the fact that you look over, and all of a sudden Marmalade is at above eye level, and you're confused, and it's just she's crawling across the top of the ship because she's enjoying being tall.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, Tanuit, you're looking at the depth of trying to figure out the depth of this stuff.
Yeah.
Udi, you are.
I'm either trying to eat the mushrooms, or I'm still licking the sheep.
Yeah, no, you're
restrained by Val.
You hear,
from jumping
you
off
notice
the ship.
everything kind of stops.
Yeah.
And then you look up from the back of a sheep where you've been face down in its back fur, and you're just like, nah.
Go back to licking the sheep. Yeah.
Yep, and that sheep does not care.
No.
I rolled a 4, so I'm not even looking in the same direction at this point. I'm hanging out with one of the kids on the boat, and I'm like,
yeah, the bottle of wine you brought with you is pretty has been doing you good this entire
I'm talking
time.
to this kid, being like, does your mother still hang out at Dockside Bar?
What is? My God!
It's like looking in
how
a
many
mirror.
how many years has it been?
I don't understand this reference.
You play baseball, Johnny?
I still don't understand this reference.
Sakona.
I got an 11.
Got an 11, and then what?
17.
Sorry, 11 for what?
For nature.
Nature, and then 17 nature.
nature.
Okay, so the thing that had the job for this place had been to help clear out some sort of fungal rot, some sort of fungal infection. You hadn't heard anything about it being choking out the river,
Right.
but you also didn't really know a whole lot about the job going into it necessarily, other than the contacts that you have on the list there. So as far as you can see from looking at this, you haven't. This is not something that you've encountered before.
No.
You can tell it's fungal. You can tell it's some sort of mushroom or
I
something.
did have
like
that terrifying thought that the red mist fungus has suddenly choked this section of the river as well, and it sounds like my suspicion may be correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's
or that's a reasonable
yeah.
assumption.
You're close enough. You're close enough to Mavon that you can assume that it's probably the. Now, a notable point is that it is only growing out across the river. It has not gone to the other side of the river. So you can see, and then when you look over towards the land, you can see that on the side where Mavon is, you can see that it is coming off of the land. It has not gone over onto the other side of the river yet.
It hasn't quite hit the south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tanuit, when you take a look and you're kind of gauging, you're watching them hack away at this stuff, it does not look like it's too far below the surface. But it is enough it seems like it is enough to stop the forward motion of this boat.
With the 17, would I know if healing would affect it?
With a 17, yes, you would. What are you trying to do with it?
Can I upcast inflict wounds to just wilt a line?
I would say necrotic would do some work against it. Yes, it is still living. Yeah, I mean it's fungus, so it's still living matter.
Fire.
Well, that was the other idea.
Yeah, you know well enough that it's kind of in the same realm of as plants and things like that. That necrotic damage can necrotic damage can do something to it, but that fire is probably more effective if you have access to a significant amount of fire.
Nope.
So
It's not the magic I do.
yeah. Captain, as you guys are kind of looking at it, Captain says, "Hey, sorry, I don't know what's going on with this, but looks like the river's all choked out. It wasn't like this yesterday when we were coming back. I don't know how long it's going to take for us to clear this out. I mean, we can hack away at it, but it's going to be. I mean, it looks like it's going to be a while. We could get the ferry over to the side if you guys want to go the rest of the way on foot."
I'll let him finish.
Yeah, and so
Maybe
that's what he says. Yeah.
I go, well, Captain, I believe this is the job we're on. And I
yeah.
hold up 10 flasks of oil, and I go, friends?
Oh, yeah.
It's time to set things on fire.
Wait, why do we have 10 flasks of oil?
I have 10 flasks of oil.
Ah.
Now we do.
Are we making soup?
I grab one of those and I
I
start.
mean, there are mushrooms in the river.
And if we set it on fire, it will boil.
Yeah.
That
I
is
grab
much more
one
pleasant.
of the flasks.
Oh,
and I
that's pretty
start.
fair.
I start to
How
stuff
bad
stuff
fish?
inside, and I'm like, oh no, that takes me back.
Give me a nature roll.
We're gonna cook everything in it.
That
It's
is,
like walking
I think,
back in
nature. No, just a 17.
Okay. Yes, the fire will hurt fish, but you're reasonably certain that the covering of fungal matter over top of the surface is already doing significant amounts of damage to the life, like the fish ecosystem in this area. So, kind of 6 to 1, half dozen.
Would it be worth giving her guidance to see if we can goose that thing to a 20 or 21?
No.
Okay.
You're good. I was looking for like a 10 or
Okay. All right. Cool.
So
yeah. How many flasks of oil do we think we want to contribute to this, or should we use all 10?
you can use as much as you would like. I will say that if you just want to use all 10,
sure,
because there's a lot there.
Okay.
So if you want to use all 10 and you're just burning through, that'll give you enough because the fire will spread across them. Granted, they're in the water, so they're kind of moist, but we can they are reasonably more like vulnerable to fire damage than other things. So that's interesting. So that's a good point.
I mean, is there some way we can kind of look at it to see if they're like optimal places to do it?
Well, yeah, no, I was gonna hand them to Val because it takes them back, Sakona and Krem because I'm sure Krem is incredibly dexterous as a hero, and Sakona
yes.
I know is a deadeye.
So we'll do
Paladin. +4.
Oh
yeah,
but
Udi, you are nose deep in sheep though. Yeah. So
I'm like Udi fire.
Fire! All right, fair enough. There you go.
That's,
I think one of you has a weapon that does fire damage, don't you?
No.
Did I not get?
I have something.
No.
I kind of have a weapon that does fire damage.
We might have abstained.
One of my runes is hieroglyph of the fire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Fire
I don't
hieroglyph.
remember. I gave you a poison bow.
While carrying an object with this glyph on it, proficiency bonus is doubled. Blah 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 blah. It makes shackles.
Yeah, you can make your fire
does,
shackle.
And 2d6 fire damage every turn while that person is restrained from the shackles.
Yeah, but it has to be creature stuff.
So each of you get at least 2, and then you guys can fight. Oh, sorry, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Do we appreciate?
So what I'll say is just
you guys can fight for who has less.
I'll have the 3 of you please roll me attack rolls, just ranged attack rolls. Add your proficiency bonus and your dexterity bonus.
3 or 4?
Huh? Oh, the 4, right? Because it was also Chris Krem. So Krem, also please give me a attack roll, a dexterity based attack roll. Add your proficiency bonus to it.
So we rolled twice for the 2.
No, just give me one attack.
Proficiency and what else?
Proficiency in your dexterity bonus.
Okay.
These are wrong now. Okay.
19.
Ooh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Plus 7 is 26.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no!
Dirty 20. Don't throw this on the fucking boat.
Yes. It's okay. I'll sort that out.
Like directly on the sheep.
And Krem.
It's not the same as shooting a gun, okay? You're just not gonna be uniformly
it
good
isn't.
at it.
It isn't.
I got it.
They're
I can fix
muted.
it. It's fine.
Oh,
They'll get here.
I can't fix it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's from the
It's gonna be
hip.
bad. We're gonna have to pay for some of these sheep.
Tony, will you pass
I went to find different dice, and they weren't. The D20 wasn't with them.
Oh
I was
no!
mad at the 4 last time.
The one you need.
Why is the D20 not with them?
Just roll 2d10. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That works.
Thing. I've been running a game. I've been in a game recently where we shifted over to using 2d10 as opposed to 1d20, and the
Probably works better.
it's an interesting trial. And then like when you have advantage, you roll 3d10 and take the highest 2, which was kind of fun. And
Interesting.
it's been an interesting margins of error or margins of success. You end up succeeding a lot more often, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, Rabbit?
I rolled a 2 this time, but that's a 10 with the other stuff.
At least
Okay,
you didn't
that's
throw it
fine,
on
yeah.
the boat like me.
We'll see what happens.
So you guys get up to the front, and the guys, the captain and them make some room. They bring out some torches so that they can light your Molotov cocktails on fire.
I knew this would happen.
and you guys start hucking. Udi. Well, okay. So I'll start with the lowest one. So, Sakona, you're like locked on. All of a sudden, sheep, meh, and then you just like throw both of them at the same time. And they just go sploosh sploosh into the water.
Sploosh sploosh.
Goodbye.
Splish, splash, I was taking
10 Krem. You throw yours out, one kind of after the other in a couple different spots. They hit, they ignite, they start burning the fungus. Val, what did you roll?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. And then Udi, what did you roll again?
26.
26. Okay. So
Okay.
Val singing songs.
So as the
yeah, absolutely.
Can you hear the singing song of angry men? You're just like, oh man, this takes me back.
That has been coming up so much recently.
I sing it all the time by myself.
You know why though, right?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like the
times are coming. It's
the frequency of like they got somebody's marching band actually sang it on like the fucking football field and like I know why, but it's just like I feel so vindicated,
right? As a theater kid,
for so long.
Best song ever.
Hey, Javert, you got any deals on bread?
I was talking about the governor's ball. Because I think that's where like I think
there's like that. There's that one. There's a different one. I've seen it like various different people keep doing it.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, yeah.
Fuck y'all.
So as the ship starts to kind of like, so you start burning the stuff away, and they're cutting it back as they move, and you start kind of moving forward. And Val, you are just keyed in to you're like, haha!
Yep.
And it hits, it shatters exactly where you need it to go, and it spreads like, you know.
Look at this.
Just like the mayor's mansion.
Udi,
yes.
You somebody says the word fire, and you look up, and you run forward across the sheep, and before you even really get a chance, anybody even gets a chance, you grab two of the flasks out of people's hands, do a backflip, and then throw them out over each other ahead of where Val is throwing his, and they're like, you can see these kind of like, as you slowly go in, you can see these kind of like clusters in the middle of this field of, mushroom vines that are kind of going all over the place. You see these like clusters that seem like they're what you could almost consider nerve centers of whatever this thing is. Mm-hmm. And you are hitting those just spot on, and as you hit those, the flame just spreads out across everything, and the entire river is kind of like this sea of burning, mushrooms.
Hey, it's Cleveland.
So see this man catches on fire.
Udi busts out the drum and just starts like chanting in Goblin, singing a song. Vaguely sounds like a sea shanty.
I like how the both of them are just like in their element.
We're just locked in for different reasons.
The two, you're just master blaster.
That's right. But a well-oiled team go.
So you start going on the drum, and actually the other guys kind of get, like the other people on the ship, they kind of get into it. They're like, they're like hacking away at the stuff, and the ship starts moving forward.
Get on my shoulders, Udi. We're about to go topple the regime.
This place, the smell is not great.
What's worse, the sheep or burning fungus?
The sheep smelled like sheep. This stuff smells kind of like a combination of like burning meat and burning hair. It is not like you don't want to eat these mushrooms. This fungus is kind of bad, but it does seem like it is highly susceptible to fire, even above even when it's soaked like it is with water.
Nice.
It takes you a little bit more time because there's still, and they actually feed you guys with some more. They find some more oil and stuff that they can set on fire and torches once they see how quickly this stuff goes up. And
I'm just like hoping no one saw what I did. They were looking at those two.
Yeah,
right?
so they keep feeding Val and Udi more things on fire to throw out there. At some point or another, someone brings you a cigar, Val, and just gives you It's just like, yeah, this is like the captain's like, this is the most fun my guys have had in a while. All
There's a
right.
man on fire.
Yeah,
That's right.
Brick killed a guy. Udi killed a guy. Stabbed him in the heart with a trident.
Yeah, I know. Actually, Udi would get a hold of a trident.
Right.
Udi, where'd you get a grenade?
Wasn't my stuff.
What is that, Udi? It's a gun from the future.
It's a Glock. What?
Don't worry about it.
New Marion bullshit.
Yeah.
Right. Hey guys, I found a Mac 10.
So, a couple hours later, you guys slowly come into port with the river burning behind you.
Get some gold-plated eagles.
So, yeah, you get close to Mavon. Mavon is a pretty cosmopolitan city in terms of it is, in the same sense that like the Guildshire is, pretty classic medieval style city with just kind of like it doesn't really have paved roads, it's mostly dirt roads, but the buildings are very nice. Mavon is walled. And the streets are are cobbled, so there's cobblestones everywhere.
Mavon's like Florence.
Yeah, Mavon is there's a lot of stone. There's a ton of stone, and it's a good thing too, because as you come up to the port of Mavon, you see that the countryside around Mavon has been choked with more of this rot. So you see that it does spread into it spreads into the water. But it is really bad on land. But the people they bring you into port. They see that everything behind you is on fire. Udi is sitting on Val's shoulder, and they're just chanting back and forth. There's
smoke.
Yeah. And
I take the opportunity to put the mask on and just stand there in a pose as we come in.
Yep, and you do, and it is it's impressive looking. Everybody would be super impressed if their river weren't on fire right now.
If they look away from
it's water, it'll go out.
We helped.
Well, yeah,
they did. I was kind of here.
It's fine.
It was a group effort.
So as you get to the port, they let you off, and there's no real dock authority or anything. Well, actually, hang on a second. This is a different country, so
there might be.
Yeah. So you guys,
it's a shilling.
You guys get off the ship, and you are met by the Mivon customs agent, who they basically come. There's someone who's they look like they're a agent like just for the port in general, as opposed to specifically a customs agent, but they're in charge of that as well. This fella is
I tell him we pay for passage, but there's a very damp sheep on this boat. I don't think that's okay. You should inspect this whole thing top to bottom.
There's like a bunch of fluffy sheep, and then there's one that's just like
kind of
smooth.
Can't we just be all the shines badge, good business, and then they'll leave us alone, right?
It's like somebody used hair grease on the sheep.
Yeah.
They're all Dapper Dan sheep.
But they're all slicked back.
Yeah.
No, I don't want
Sheep's a greaser.
They've all got like cool pompadours.
That sheep's got a leather jacket.
Meanwhile,
it's kind of morbid.
Oh no! You are starting to find hairballs.
Oh, there we go.
Just picking the wool out of your teeth.
No, Udi gets down.
In the middle, we're all gonna go.
Someone picks them up and like holds them over the water. And be like, no.
We're gonna get to where we're staying. It's gonna be the middle of the night where we're all asleep. And then we're just gonna hear the.
Yep.
No,
worry,
fuck. Like, put him over.
I'm more amused that everyone would immediately look at me.
Right. You fucking racist. Meanwhile, Val
for one, I'm a hairless cat. For two,
I would be surprised if people
dustpan. Just like, all right. There's more Udi pellets.
Gross.
Yeah. Well, these ones are mostly wool. Like, normally there's more random shit in there.
Yeah, I mean, usually there's more bones
Hey, keep those. We can sell them as
Bezelers later.
Story about that guy that had
sell them for
Pika.
souvenirs back in town.
Yeah.
You too can have a piece of the mayor.
That's right.
Oops.
Legitimate goblin pellets.
I should probably have a sack before I put a bunch of stuff in my tummy.
If only you were in a home full of fucking snacks.
As you guys make your way off the boat and they start unloading all of their sheep. A man in a man in a uniform, assuming customs agent, comes running up to you, to the captain and you guys, and it's good heavens, what is happening here? What is on fire? Why does it smell like fire? Why is the river on fire? Who are you? And he's just like,
bit of a panic here.
I kind of grab Breeny, but before she starts talking, I hold up the badge and just point at like all the mushrooms in the river.
But yeah, she was like, it does. Well, we were coming down the river, and it does seem that you have some sort of fungal issue. We were simply trying to mitigate it to get our boat. Well, to be fair, not our boat, but these fine gentlemen's boat.
In the local commerce.
Yes. We were assisting commerce. In the name of the guild.
And he looks down at you. This fella is kind of middle aged.
She has a 20 charisma,
He's kind of older middle aged, kind of chubby, balding dude with he's got like a ring of hair and nothing up here, and he looks like he's real put upon pretty much all the time. And he looks at you. He's like as he calms down. He's like, "Oh, hunter business. Okay, all right, that's good, okay." Hunter's usually fine. What about you? And he looks at the captain, who's walked up 2 times. Standard transport from the Shire. We're going further south. After we're unloading some of the sheep here, and we're taking the rest of them further south. These folks helped with some of the clearing of the foliage there. All right. When he looks at the rest of you, well, welcome to Mavon. Anything to declare?
What's the line? Don't go to Britain. It fucking sucks. What's the?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That's from Snatch.
Yeah, don't go to England.
Don't
Don't go to fucking England.
Yeah.
Udi introduces himself as a mayor.
Just a silly place.
I got nothing.
There's something else like that.
Delighted. Well, since you're here on hunter business, I assume you have someone asked you for assistance in murdering something.
Well, it seems like you have a bit of a fungal issue, and I think it's connected to our current job.
We pulled a paper off a board.
Yeah, very, very efficient, very, very.
I mean, none of these things I wrote down had any people on.
They should.
Oh, well,
So
I didn't write down.
I'll reread the job.
The lady in red, Yvonne has requested assistance.
That's the place. Though.
It's Chris the Bird, as we've established.
Nivon has requested assistance dealing with the resurgence of some sort of fungal rot that is affecting the surrounding farmland. 2 groups of hunters have been sent out prior, with only one member of one team surviving. Hunter Skimmy Fushram has the information and is staying in a place called Lute's Tavern.
Here in town?
Fushram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skimmy. Skimi.
I suppose right. Wait, what was the place called?
Lute's Tavern. Loots.
That kind of loot.
Yeah, I thought the
See?
Let me go.
Bellfoot.
I thought
Loot.
Bellfoot. Loot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're like on the town's business. We have a contact in town who's one survivor. So we're gonna recon him and then see if we can help with this.
He says, I apologize. I only really deal with the. I'm a customs agent, and I deal with the town, the transport in and out. I don't have all the understanding of who gets hired for what.
All good.
You can go to the mayor's office if you would like. Although it is nighttime, so you should find a place to stay. Where else do you have some sort of other place where you might be able to find the information, the people you're looking for?
Well, we figured if
Luke's
our
Tavern.
we know where we're going.
We're gonna
In that case, he directs you. There's he points down the road. So you go this way. There's the central trade hub is in the middle of town, and in that area there are a few different shops, bars, places, that sort of stuff. You'll find Luke's Tavern there. Fairly busy right now. It is nighttime. I need to go, and if you have nothing else to declare, then I need to go start cleaning up some of this mess.
All right.
And he
don't fall asleep counting on the sheep.
Yeah. Jokes. And then he goes. And then he
Remember, building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same.
He just kind of looks at you, and it's just like, yes. So wise.
Nope.
And then
nope.
It's okay. Sit in Lisa's.
That's the heroic Krem, our paladin.
Our champion.
Yeah, I've personally.
You know what, babe? There's another one in the car.
I've personally seen him smite foes when one of us was close.
Yeah, with his not very sneaky heroic attack.
With his holy damage.
Yeah.
Holy damage.
By which you mean his damage puts holes in people.
Yeah, exactly.
So does mine.
Holy rusted metal, Batman. It's metal. It's rusty. It's full of holes.
That 60s was so good.
What's that?
The 60s Batman.
Oh, no,
that one is specifically from Batman Forever.
Yeah. That was because that's when they were trying to make fun of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Who was
Chris O'Donnell?
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell. Yeah. He was also D'Artagnan in the Three Musketeers.
That's right.
Whatever happened to him?
I mean, he
drugs.
No, he just
he's still around.
Yeah, he just doesn't do. He just got older and decided to not be an actor anymore, to my knowledge.
Like one of those.
That Three Musketeers is just like
no.
I'll pass it.
Let's love you day.
That's right.
I have that.
I have Bryan Adams.
I have the CD single of that song because I fucking
meaning the
love
last
that
one, by the way.
Get some fucking Bryan Adams, the patron saint of Canada. Like,
but yeah, so we passed by.
Now, this isn't the first time Canada has been now, Mr. Minister, this isn't the first time Canada's been in trouble with the United States. Remember, don't forget Bryan Adams. Bryan Adams. Canada has apologized to Bryan Adams on several occasions.
South Park.
We did burn the White House once, so just putting that out there in case it's needed again.
I'll fucking do it again.
You gonna assist us again?
Well, he was on NCIS Los Angeles until 2023, so he's just been on TV instead of in movies.
I mean that Three Musketeers movie is. Get that whole crew. Get that whole crew. Chris O'Donnell.
Oh, good.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Oh yeah.
Charlie Sheen. Oliver Platt.
Tim Curry.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Fuck, we should just watch that.
Yeah. I will still, to be fair, I will also still go to bat for that stupid fucking
steampunk one.
The steampunk one that has Orlando Bloom as the.
I still want to see that one.
Yeah, it's great. It's so stupid, but it's like seriously like D'Artagnan or is it Porthos or Aramis that is the like weird Batman?
Probably Porthos.
I don't remember.
Whichever one's a priest.
Aramis.
Aramis is playing like a weird Batman priest.
That tracks.
Alright. So he goes off, start dealing with that. The town, it's nighttime, but being the kind of cosmopolitan city that it is, Mavon is still pretty lively.
Hey Sakona.
Yeah.
Write down damp sheep on our list of prospective tavern names.
Damp sheep. Okay.
Yeah, the damp sheep.
Yeah.
Have I told you that you have terrible taste before?
You don't like the
burning. There's a list.
You don't like the burning fungus?
Yeah, write that one down too.
Soup River.
All right.
Soup River.
No, that's gonna be the theme song.
River soup.
Soup River.
Boat stew.
Boat stew. I want
No,
some
that's
Are we
folks.
starting a tavern or a jam band?
I feel like we're just in an.
I
We're
don't know,
just.
I'm
We've
thinking
been
of,
sucked into Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Right.
I'm thinking of multi-passing bars.
Like
so
we're
let's
ready to
go.
open for the string cheese incident.
Yep.
Fucking
Spock's beef.
Flying Burrito Brothers are here also.
So yeah, when you're ready, we head to the center of town and look for Lute's Tavern.
Does she look like she's like settled into life?
Oh, I mean, one eye's kind of half closed, but one eye's
Yep.
completely wide open and grumpy.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you guys head off in the middle of town, or towards the center of town.
Like a proper dog.
This place is basically aligned, like set up kind of like a wheel where there's the central hub and then there's spokes that go out all the way around. And those are all the kind of the main boulevards. So you get in the middle of town, and there's like a central. There's a central what looks like there's a central well in the middle of town that is it looks like it used to be the well for the town, but like how more modern cities keep these kind of like esoteric old school like, hey, this is where the town center used to be. This is where the town jail is. They have like the well and then a larger building around it that is kind of like a central like meeting hub and things like that. And there's message boards all over, or job boards and other things like that all over the place, and message boards and stuff. And around this whole area, you can see.
Brianny goes to read the Mist Connections.
Right.
Yeah.
This is where you
I'm sure
teleport
there's a
in
temple
when
here.
you fast
Drink
travel.
tea.
Yeah, there's several temples. So in different areas, you can see that it's kind of separated into districts. The northmost area so you guys came from the south, the southern spoke. That spoke goes up to the middle of town, and on the north side there is the city hall. To the kind of west there is merchants, shops and merchants. To the southwest there is like taverns and inns and things like that. And then over off to the east are where temples and other things, and then there's also the residential areas. Lute's Tavern is basically right in the right at the front of that area of the different of the inns and taverns.
Okay.
So it has a pretty prime location. When you look over to it, the tavern is several stories tall.
Cool.
And there is lively music coming from inside. And there is it's a big sign up that looks like it's completely made out of gold that just says Lute's Tavern in big letters. And then there's a large sack hanging below it that looks like a sack of gold. Kind of also
Or
looks
something
like
someone might put off the back of their pickup truck.
Yeah.
All right.
But
one of them, not two.
Just one.
Is it like all painted over? Because a lot of people just try to draw dick on it, so it looks like a dick and balls.
I mean, give me a perception.
Okay.
Honestly, actually, as you look up at it.
That is a 15.
Okay, so as you're looking up at it, you can see that while there is no painted on dicks trying to make it look like it's a dick and balls, you can see that the gold on it is plated. So it is certainly clearly not made of solid gold. It is plated over, and it's probably wood underneath there or something like that.
But still would be expecting people to pry that stuff off, though.
Yeah, well, it is also in the center of town.
Stand the hammer and you can make a dick outline in bullets.
Yeah, right.
That gold plate is super soft. So it'll go
There
right
is there is out in front of the tavern. There is a very, very, very stocky half orc. No, thank you.
No, I still have soda. But also
half orc.
Yeah, there's a very, 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 very stocky half orc, and then also a
yes, I would like some.
very buff a dwarf. Both standing out front, both with
I'm sorry. Can I hand this to you?
kind of like bouncer. Yeah, they got leather
Okay.
cuffs on. They're looking kind of tough. They both have the same kind of mohawk. They're both just kind of standing out front, kind of talking to each other, and there's some rowdy stuff going on.
Good evening, gentlemen. Happy Pride. Sorry.
Oh, wait. Are they have the outfit with just pants pants and like the bow tie.
That's
like,
they're wearing proper. They're bouncers. They're not leather
Just
daddies.
chaps.
Well, let me rephrase. they are at work. Whether they are leather daddies or not is
Yeah, we
irrelevant
don't
to this
know.
situation.
Yeah.
They are in fact. I mean, they're wearing leather armor. So
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge.
my imagination will go where it will. They don't try to confiscate weapons, do they? Because I don't like that.
Well,
they're probably chill.
so are you guys are heading?
Yeah. We'll roll it up.
You all coming into the tavern?
Yes,
The
please.
half orc looks at.
Yeah, yes, that was our intention.
Oh, you're a cute little one.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Back at you.
Oh,
Again.
Only we can call each other cute.
That's how it went.
the dwarf kind of looks at. I bet your fur's softer than and he says some gibberish in dwarf that you don't understand.
That's.
I'm upset.
Are you trying?
Yeah, you might.
Yeah, I come and loom over Briannia and be like,
Clank, clank. Yeah.
Ooh, are we
You
causing
do try.
trouble
I will
already?
say you do try to loom. The half orc is taller than you.
If he try, if
but
he's
I'm
try-
scarier.
That's true.
yeah, if he's trying to do a racism, we're about to own this tavern.
He's not trying to do a rape.
No,
He's trying to do a hit on, and I don't like it.
I don't even know that he's trying to do that.
No, he's. I couldn't come up with a word to go for like what a soft thing a dwarf would like. So
Yeah, well.
there's not a lot of soft things dwarves
An
like.
emerald.
Yeah.
An emerald.
A quartz crystal.
But a particularly soft
She looks.
stone, I guess.
Yeah, she looks softer than a fresh vein of gold.
Yeah,
we
Vic
go.
Goldberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do thank you for that. Thank you.
Well, if you're coming into the tavern, make sure you lash up your weapons and everything. We don't want no fights. We don't want no trouble.
So do we just hog tie Udi, or?
What's the weather in this town?
That's kind of adorable.
Um,
He thinks
I mean,
we
it's
use weapons to start
Nice out.
trouble.
It's about the same as it was
Right.
where you were. What do you mean weather? It's
I
like
still prefer to
Like-
have them.
oh, it's not like dark or stormy right
See what I
now.
did with
Yeah, no.
So if I were like, I am not giving you my weapons, I will sleep outside.
Just to tie them up so that.
Yeah, no, and he said
He's
says
tie them basically.
yeah. He's
Okay.
like, what's that?
Okay.
No, yeah, he's not. No, they're not taking your stuff from you. They just said, hey, put a tie around them so you can't like immediately draw them if you need to. It's a safety issue, and it's like strapping up your gun before you go into a bar.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm
I show the leather strap on the knife and the hammer and I'm like, is there like a marshalling yard or something where the spider and the goblin can hang out while they
So they can graze.
I mean, they don't balk at the spider, and they don't balk at either Udi or
fucking
the
salute.
stand or the chinchilla, which they've never seen one of.
Yeah,
they've
but I
never
don't
seen
know.
something
If,
like
but I don't know if
from-
Udi is the type who has safeties on.
It's a perfect
At all
circle,
times.
and you have to come and move for everything.
I mean, not at all times. If you tell Udi to put it on, Udi will be like, okay, but then they'll just smile really big and be like,
I got these back.
Once again, the spider is domestic.
right,
Yeah, no.
The spider doesn't do anything.
No, that's why
without-
that's why I stared at Udi first.
Nobody's concerned about nobody's necessarily concerned about marmalade, but the fact that a spider that's the size of a small dog is walking around is not lost on most people. So it is concerning. You would be concerned if you saw a spider that big.
I saw one this
I have
morning.
a few weapons on me.
Right.
But they said, yeah, as long as you're respectful and you don't. They also say it's like just a couple rules. One, keep your weapons lashed up. Two, if you sorry, I'm gonna find my voice here. Keep your weapons lashed up, and don't please don't cause any trouble with the bartender.
We don't intentionally cause
All right.
trouble with anyone.
We
Just bringing it up. Sometimes your hunter types. The last one who caused any trouble with her walked out with no face.
Noted.
That's impressive.
We've been traveling together too long.
Yep. So you guys
Happens.
do your thing. You walk inside, and bar's pretty lively. You can see that there is a band of there's a group of gnomes up on a small stage that is playing some music. One guy's looks like he's got like it's gnomes, so they're like one guy's on one of those Hit It Joe, whatever those things are.
The fucking like
The snare?
no, I don't know what that thing is called. It's not a calliope, but it.
Crap, now I need it. Hurdy-gurdy?
No,
No,
it's
one of them is on a hurdy-gurdy, yes.
no, it's from the. It's an episode of California's Gold where the guy has it's basically like a player piano, but it has all these like
Oh my
this
god.
thing.
fucking.
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking
One of those
thing.
things.
Yes.
Nothing could have prepared me for how hard Joe is about to hit it. So one of them is on one of those. One of them is on a hurdy-gurdy, and the third guy looks like friggin' Dick Van Dyke with like
Mary Poppins with this fucking
Mary
one-man
Poppins with this
band.
giant one-man band thing going on. It sounds terrible. It sounds bad. It's not. It doesn't really make sense. It has kind of a Fish jam band vibe going on right now, and everybody's kind of upset about it, but they're not so upset that they're gonna get up and like lose their drinks or try to lose their
Be
seat.
prepared. This is gonna be.
collective
They're gonna be
five.
playing this for like 5 hours, like Fish.
Yeah.
They
Maybe
got
I
a
do wish to stay
They got a
outside.
collective
Yeah.
performance check of 5.
Yeah. They're gonna get lost in the side and waste 2 hours.
No, what you do is you go outside, eat one of those mushrooms, and then come back in. It's going to be amazing.
The bar there are lots of people at the bar, and when you look over, or when you kind of like look through, you see that there is someone who is mixing drinks behind the bar. You see 3 shakers going kind of all at the same time, 2 in this person's hands and 1 in their tail. And when you get a good look at them, they are a exceptionally attractive female dragonborn who is huge, and she's just back there. She is mixing drinks, and she is just kind of going at it. You see every so often she's tossing drinks around. You see every so give me a perception check.
Everybody.
Anybody who cares or is looking over there.
I think I'm just looking at the Dragonborn right
Yeah,
now.
feel free. No problem.
14.
Once again, I got an 8.
17.
So
17.
19.
Oh, okay. So the 2 of you who got above a 15 notice that as she is mixing these drinks and kind of tossing them around, she is
Kokomo starts playing.
tossing. she is like
Uncle Jesse.
spitting into them into a couple of the drinks. And she's like mixing them up and then like pouring them
what
out.
color dragonborn is
Black dragonborn.
Oh, fascinating.
So,
Okay.
So she's making these drinks and going around, and people are like clamoring to this bar. And that's kind of what you see. You see there's the bar area. The bar itself, it seems like this is an inn and tavern, so the stories above the bar are for rooms. But this whole main area, large bar, there's plenty of tables. There is there's the stage, and you guys can take a look around. There's all types of people in here, nobles, general, like dock workers and other things. People booing the stage and like throwing shit up there. But the gnomes do have some sort of like weird magic force field that's kind of in front of them. So kind of a little bit of Blues Brothers.
It's like a brass rail.
Yeah.
Wait.
Like
We
a
can't
magical-
stop them because I want to stop them.
I mean, you probably could if you really tried, but they have some sort of like they basically have some sort of field set up to prevent them from having bottles chucked
It's like
at
a
their head.
reverse mosh pit. They're
Yeah.
just throwing stuff to show how much you hate
Again,
them,
like if you've seen the original Blues Brothers, like the scene where they're playing music in the bar and they've got that fence in front of them.
Right.
It's that kind of thing. Because these guys suck.
I'm like super offended as a performer. Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're like fish.
You
There's
probably
no
should
recourse
do
to the
so.
source.
There's some guy who's just like manifesting tomatoes to just.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a wizard whose
Yeah.
only
I
job
see-
is
I
to
see
make
you,
tomatoes for the
like,
crowd.
Being like, no, and I'm like, find our guy.
Udi runs up to the bar and
for him.
like pushes between people's legs and then scrambles up onto the bar so they can be seen with everyone.
Yep.
Like, drink.
I watch your feet, and you see the black dragon. The lady looks down at you and says, "Hey, watch your feet off the. Don't be standing on my bar."
Pick me up.
I just assumed you started standing on your hands with feet in the air.
No.
I'm busy.
Brianny sort of is like, oh, excuse me. I'm like, it's like, Uji, come here quickly, please.
As you were kind of screeching, people started kind of like moving away from you because they're like, Jesus Christ, that's worse than the music.
Yeah.
I'm used to this.
Come here, please. Yeah, we will get you one, but the nice bartender has asked you to remove yourself from her bar.
Real nice.
And we have been told very
Find our friend.
specifically
Look for our boy.
Can I perception
to make her
that?
angry.
Uh,
It's like, I do apologize.
Oh, no problem, love.
You may even get
she
a cuff
finishes
on the
pouring out a
back.
couple of drinks.
I scramble over
Guidance.
to
Oh,
Brady.
God! Why am I rolling
the
ones?
drinks are in these like hurricane style
Well, the guidance would help,
glasses,
'cause
and
it's
they
still
are
lower
like
than mine.
they're
Just
a
go straight
stratified
outside.
purple going almost to black, and then they are bubbling on top. And she passes them out to all of the drinks she made were the same deal, and she passes them out to other patrons who take them and get their gold and everything. And she pauses for a second, and she kind of leans down. She says, so love, how can I help you?
Oh no, I'm my constitution does not allow me to partake. But this one would probably like whatever it is that you were just making.
So Udi is being held up by their ears, like the ears are like flat, and they've managed to do like a weird push-up. And it's like, hey, please.
You know, you're going to the letter of the law, and I appreciate that. All right. What's your like? A green one?
Bullshit
Come on! And I point to the one that you just passed out.
You want a Black Dragon special? All right, I can make one of those. No problem. It's going to be a couple of gold, though.
I pull out from the gross pouch.
Unsplash.
Yeah, that'll do. Just set it down on the bar.
A good mayor
You want
is not without.
you want a glass of carrot juice or something?
Oh no, don't worry about it. And she's like, It's like, I don't know if it'll be like in her head. Like, is it polite to make your own tea?
She looks at you, and she looks almost through you. It's not quite a supernatural bit. She's just reading you, and she says, "What's the major city around here? What's the
Grop?
No, the biggest city in
Baldur?
Absalom?
Absalom, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that place.
You want an Absalom iced tea?
Oh.
I see.
Oh, I can't have it if it's iced.
Oh, okay.
No,
I made one of those hot.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm a chinchilla. If I eat the wrong thing, I die.
By the way, I had a 1 on my perception.
We both roll trash. They're still gaga.
Yeah, I'm weirdly shy.
And she's
and
sort of
About to start
would you
howling.
be offended if I drank my own tea
You
in
suddenly
your
wearing a zoot suit.
establishment?
Oh no, that's fine. I'll get you.
Where'd that
you
come
want
from?
some hot water? We have very good water.
And she's like,
Yeah.
I don't worry about it. She's kind of
response,
flip,
except
and
for
there's like
the suit.
a cup of tea in
Oh
my
man,
hand.
you're really gonna blow the
I like that. She just kind of looks at. Oh, so is she as all of you kind of filtered up in here. It's the rest of your little crowd then. She looks at. Then she notices. Oh, hunters. All right, nice. What's going on? What you got happening in the bar?
Jake.
Oh yeah, I got you.
She is aware that you want to drink, Hootie.
I can't. I'm not. I've been working on the accent, but it's not yet. It's like,
Are you
know-
serious? Why did I roll another 1? My character is. The guys have said
I hear
that I'm
next to me-
extremely in love with this person.
I hear,
Yeah,
next,
that's
I hear
fine.
next to me tail, and I just push.
I just can't. I've lost all the figures right now.
We're looking
Basically.
for what's his name? Who's that guy?
Okay.
Skimmy.
Skimmy. Yeah, Skimmy Fishroom.
We're looking for our companion, Skimmy Fisherman. We heard he was.
As soon as she
posted
hears
up
the
here.
name, she gets her. She was all smiles beforehand, and as soon as she hears the name, she's like, "Oh, Skimmy. Ah, all right, yeah, you're here for him. I mean, it's good. It's a good thing somebody finally came for him, but Oh, all right. It's. Why don't I get you all a drink first, and then we'll talk about it. What can I get you?
Oh, I'll take the hard Absalom tea. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. I can get you one of those. What you want, Left?
She wants a tall glass of water. All right.
She looks at you, so you're clearly like stammering, like you just. And she says, "How about I make you something special?"
Oh no.
Yes.
Make sure your safeties are on.
Gotcha, one coming right up.
All right.
And then
Just kind of slowly.
go ahead and give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh no!
You still got
I
guidance.
actually rolled pretty well that.
Yeah, you still got your guidance. Roll your fucking guidance.
Okay. I actually rolled a 24.
Yeah, you don't entirely
Yeah.
swoon. It's just that's a good line. Fuck,
All right.
that was a good line.
All right, keep your feet on the ground. You have this.
No, yeah, I like push her
You
against
there,
you, so just the two armor.
Tall, light, and and ethereal.
Yeah.
So, red wine.
No, cognac, please.
Okay.
Too late in the evening for red wine. Yeah.
He's looking. She looks back and say, "I got a. I don't remember what year it is, but we'll just say like 30 years old. Galtian brand over here. Is that good enough?"
I will swoon as well. Out back with the bottle.
Yeah. And then she looks over at Tanuit. Something for you?
I too will partake in the cognac.
I'll just bring the whole bottle for you.
Yeah, please, for me and the captain.
Yep. Go ahead and find a seat. I'll tell some of the regular. She whistles, and she whistles in a way that it like it's so piercing that like it for a second you're all like, and everybody kind of looks up, and she's like, "Hey, table 12, right over there. Yeah. Don't you sass me. You go, get up, get these fine folks are gonna sit. You've been there for like 4 hours now.
Is she British or is she from New
Don't worry
Jersey?
about it.
Yes. She's British by way of New Jersey.
Yeah. I was going for more Australian than anything else. But
Jersey
it's
is a place in England.
It's hard to do.
Right.
But it's named after.
Then I'm like, you from Nex?
That's like
I've been around there, love.
Italians.
Because I also have
Yeah.
the bro. It's like, oh no, from the capital city. That's why they did this thing.
Okay. I thought that looked
Granny
familiar.
feels the
I'm
tightest,
from
like,
the mana ways.
They are. She
On
is.
her-
Yeah. So
well, I guess haunches. She's like, oh, you wouldn't happen to have any. Oh, what is it? What is it? Blood?
She looks over. Hey, it's a big spider. Yeah, I think I might have something. Let me take a look. And she goes like,
She's not particular.
yeah, blood sausage.
Yeah, it could
Blood,
anything that's, you know.
Below.
she pops back up and she has a small vial. She says, well, we use this is ox blood that we sometimes use for some of the drinks around here for kind of a coagulant kind of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
She kind of.
I pull a few gold out of the party fund on Sakona's belt, and I put it in her hand, and I'm like, give it to the pretty lady. And
Dakota tries to like hand over the whole pouch.
She just kind of lingers on your hand for a bit, and then slowly scoops them away and just gives you a wink. She caught on that you're smitten and is now just flirting with you hardcore.
She is laid it on.
She is having a good time with
wherever
this now.
Udi was
Whether or not she's sincere about it is an entirely different
I
thing.
don't know if I care right now.
Wherever Udi was handstanding, I pressed to digitate.
Ear standing.
Yeah, you're standing.
You're
I'm
standing,
like, yeah, let's get
doing
that.
push-ups.
No, we don't know where that's been. No.
I mean, I feel like we kind of do know where that's been.
Yeah, up against a sheep. So
Yeah.
it's not.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
She goes.
feel like that's the cleanest it's been.
The people over at table 12 filter out, and they're kind of mad about it, but whatever, they filter out. And she sends you. I'll come over with the drinks in a second, folks. You go take your seat. And
just like,
I tell them check you doing some literature.
Has,
I'm
like,
like,
the
yeah, go check out the
ring
top
of
of
company language, like in their mouth,
And,
like a hard candy.
Yeah, basically.
It takes about 20 or so minutes. She's obviously doing other drinks in the meantime. Then she's you hear her shout, "So I am going on break. You all calm down. Billy over here, get your drinks." And
Billy does not have a tank.
yeah, Billy is not ready for the people here. They're thirsty for the large dragon lady.
Billy's gonna learn.
So she comes over with a tray and starts passing out drinks to everybody. She slides the bottle of cognac over to the two of you with a pair of glasses. And she sits down. She's got a whole tankard of some sort of ale that she just sits down and like she flips a chair around and sits cool style.
Oh no!
Now we're gonna rap with Pastor Dragon Lady.
Yeah. she sits down. She takes a big old drink.
Must be from West Necks. They're like that. Aren't they?
Yeah. The chairs aren't ready for tails, so it's easier to put. It's easier to
I mean,
sit back
that
there.
does make sense, but like
Just
also,
gonna like twirl a snake around, just
Yeah.
going like this, being like.
So she sits down. So she says,
Snake is like,
"So y'all are here for Skimmy, huh?"
Yes.
I'm afraid there's not much left with the
Brittany like shows her the
with
like
the,
hands her like the job posting.
with the gravity that you've imparted on us. That's I'm a little concerned.
Yeah, she was Skimmy's from the last group of hunters that came through here.
The survivor.
Yeah, they came through. It's probably about 6 months ago now, and they were here to try. They were here to try and help the whole blight issue that they're having, and it didn't go very well. Most of them seem to have gotten something happened to him. He wasn't real talkative about it, but he's in a bad way, and he ain't doing. I keep slipping. He ain't doing so good, and I was we were hoping some hunters would come out and collect him, but it's been some time. So
when you say collect him, what state is our boy in?
I guess it's probably easier just for you to go see. He's in the basement. We have the owner of the owner of the place is a friend of the hunters, and so we kind of took him in after he came out of there the way he is. You'll see when you get down there. So we've been kind of hanging on to him for until somebody came by to pick him up, but nobody's come by yet. And so y'all are the first ones that we've seen here for him in all that time. So he's downstairs. If you want to go down and talk to him, you can. My boy, I got my fella Mulch down there. He's kind of trying to keep an eye on him, but it doesn't look good.
I wonder if we should all go down at once. I mean, somebody should stay up here and, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
What?
Yeah, no, you should absolutely. You should stay here and keep the table warm. Yeah. I've actually been making looks over at Breeny and being like, yeah, you know, if you don't want to sense thoughts on this guy, that
she can turn it off and on. Like it's unless she wants to, she won't.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. Because I'm like. He probably won't want to tell us what it is, but I don't know if you want to see what it is.
I mean, if he even speaks.
Yeah.
Well, if he's conscious, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's if you mention the point about speaking, he's like, well, he talks. Just ain't a lot up in there.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm curious.
Sit down and enjoy your drinks. He's not going to be going anywhere. And I'll tell Thad to let you all back into the back room, and you just go back there when you're ready. I'm gonna go finish my break. I'm gonna go catch the rest of my break, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get back to the bar.
Well, if you need a light, don't you need some fresh air? Or if you, well, we don't want to bother you on your break.
Yeah, she's like, you guys, you'll sit down and relax. I'll see you all later. And she gets up and takes her tankard and goes out the front door. And
does Udi have to make a con save of any sort?
Yeah, who's anybody who's drinking? Did you get you got the special that she made? Mm-hmm. Okay, so give me a con save. You also, so she gives you the Absalom iced tea, and also give me a con save.
All right.
Yeah, no, we're drinking regular booze.
You guys are drinking regular cognac, so you guys are used to it.
16.
It's okay. You're solid. It is. It's kind of a. It's very sour, very tart, and it has kind of a. It does have kind of a blackberry flavor to it. That's. But then it also has a acidic bite on the end, and for a second, it almost feels like it's going to bring everything back up inside of you because of that acid. But once you're able to kind of push through that, it actually opens up the different flavors, and there's 40 different flavors that you're catching in there, one after the other. Something about the Black Dragon.
Cool drink.
Yeah, it's a cool drink. Like getting clubbed in the head with a brick of gall wrapped around with a slice of lemon
something
peel.
Gargle Blaster?
Yeah, Pan-Galactic Gargle Blaster.
I crit.
Oh, you good?
I slam my Absalom iced tea.
Look, you're from Nex. You've drinking much harder. You've had much harder shit than this, but it is pretty good. I mean, you can barely taste the alcohol in it, but you know that there's 4 or 5 different types of alcohol in it.
Yeah. Ours is just like in college.
Yeah, basically.
A little bit.
I burp in Val's face, and then I go, Val, set it on fire!
That might be dangerous.
Excuse me.
Sakona,
might set your face
she
on
brought
fire.
you a.
I had a buddy that lost eyebrows that way.
She brought you a small, like
If
a
you
Nick and
pina
Nora style glass
Sorry.
with this pinkish yellow hue to drink in it, and there is it's got kind of a foamy top, and then on the top was a dash of bitters that she took and put with a toothpick kind of swirled it into making a heart on top.
Gay.
Yeah, extremely. So gay.
Just gonna drink this.
Yeah, it's delicious. It is sweet and tart, and it is strawberry, and it is. You don't know what the name of it is, but you know you want 40 more of them.
Yeah, I do.
You don't even need to make a con save. It's not super boozy, but it is you could probably drink these all day long and be very happy about
It's
it.
flirting in liquid form.
Pretty much. It's potent enough to get you. It's potent enough to get you a little tipsy, but not enough to knock you out.
I think Sakona's kind of into this subtlety. It's is this just never gonna actually go anywhere, and I'm just gonna be at the edge this whole time, and I'm just gonna love
She's a black dragonborn.
Relationship edging.
Yeah, she's a black dragonborn. She's not nice necessarily. She's just personable.
You're gonna milk this for several more seasons.
Oh,
at least. Get people nice and frustrated.
I need to give you guys a reason to just come back here.
Tommy and Mommy Dragonborn.
Pretty much.
That's
Anyway, so you guys have your drinks. You're listening to the terrible band play. At some point or other, they stop and say, "We're Gondian Rage. We're gonna be here for 4 more hours."
Of course you fucking are.
And, everybody's like, "Get off the stage!"
No.
Guy in the back. You can't make us. We paid for the whole night.
We paid for the whole
Yeah.
Why
They
did you?
paid to be here.
We have CDs over in the.
You gotta appreciate the hustle. They're paid to inflict
Yeah,
this on
right.
people.
Yeah, they
People need to be exposed to their art.
You suck. So you guys have your time to spend to have your drinks.
The bar staff will be passing out merch. It's compulsory.
Right? Normally I'm open-minded, but that 45-minute percussion solo was a little much.
It was all cymbals
It
too.
was just Joe going fucking ham on the thing.
It was 45 minutes of the punch, like the 4 count going into, but it never hits.
Oh.
It's just
That's right. I got it, buddy. You know how to do a roll, I guess.
So yeah, at any point in time when you guys are done, you go over and talk to Thud.
It's like, I'd rather talk to someone broken mentally than listen to more of this. Let's go.
Right.
Maybe that's how he ended this way.
Yeah.
He just hung out at this bar too much.
Yeah. Was it the mushrooms or was it you?
Right? Too much fish.
Yeah, that does look tasty. I might get one of those. All right, let's go downstairs.
So you walk up
For
there,
myself.
and Thud, human guy or normal human guy, standing there, and in his armor, he looks like he's another bouncer because this is the back rooms for the
Thud, we presume.
Yeah, this is yeah. You them people that Bert was talking about.
I gesture towards the badge on my hip. Indeed.
Yeah. Cool, hunters. Are you the ones that Berta was talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
Berta.
When you
pointedly to Sakona.
I already noted that.
Okay, all right.
Mates, please don't. We got all of our stuff back there, so please don't touch or take anything. And if you see,
I am upset that everyone keeps telling me to not do things that I would not do.
If you think, if it says, so if you see mulch down there, can you tell them to stop stealing our lemons? We need those for like the bar and stuff.
Does mulch work here?
Huh.
Okay.
They're here.
All right.
That's as much as I can say about it. I'm just a bouncer.
Okay.
I do not like being treated like a common criminal.
Well, there's a lot of them around, so they have to go with the lowest common denominator. I'm sorry, not everyone's as...
He lets you into the back, and there's obviously like back with different bottles and tankards and things like that around, and there's stairs that go down into what is a wine cellar. Go down in there. There are multiple different kind of areas kind of carved out into different wine cellars. With there's not like doors, but there's gates up, or kind of looks like it used to be maybe used as a jail or a prison
type.
But now it's being used to protect people from going in and taking wine.
Sure.
When you get into the back, though, there's 4 rooms on either side of this hallway. You go all the way to the back, and one of them has been emptied out. And when you look inside, there is a bed in one corner of the room, with a table in the other corner, and a chair like sitting up next to the table. So it's kind of set up like a small, like an inn room or something like that. Passed out on the ground, just kind of laid back, is a 3 to 3.5 foot tall raccoon dressed in clothes, with looks like a bandolier of different herbs and mushrooms and things kind of around their body. And on the bed, around the bed, there is a rune circle that it kind of goes up onto the walls. And in the middle of the bed, sitting in the corner, is who you presume to be Skimmy Fushram, who is... He just looks like he has an entire myconoid colony growing out of him. So he is, you can see, like, his... You look in his eyes, you look at him and you can see through the gate there that he is just kind of like sitting in the back, or sitting in there, kind of knees up, and he's just kind of staring out. You can only see one eye. The rest of it is just like his whole, the side of his face is all mushrooms growing out. It's growing out from all of his body. It does not go outside of the circle, though, and it is growing into the. It seems to be growing into the sheets and the bedding, but not.
I'm so grossed out.
And even into the wood.
This is a 4-star.
But the stone, it is not growing out of the stone.
I wanted to do the 3-star first, but we didn't want to do
So let me just give you a little visual.
Oh yeah.
No.
This guy down here.
Fun times. Okay.
No, unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the door is unlocked, so you guys can go inside.
I nudge I nudge the raccoon.
Raccoon.
It is a raccoon,
Yeah.
yes.
I nudge the raccoon with my boot. Munch, I presume?
The raccoon is just kind of... He's passed out. He's asleep. He's...
Brilliant. All right. And then I step... Yeah, okay, yeah. Keep an eye on him. All right.
I make noises too.
I step around and away from Munch. Like, I want to be outside of grabbing range.
Okay.
I don't want any sleep pickpocketing happening to me. And I slide over to the edge of the circle and kind of like...
Yeah.
What's his name?
Skimmy.
I go, Skimmy?
The eye, the one good eye that you can see, looks over towards you, and yeah, that's my name. Give me a perception check.
Actually, I was going to ask for insight.
Yeah, give me, if you want to do an insight, you can give me an insight, but do give me a perception check.
Okay.
And anybody who's close enough, give me a perception check.
12.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Oh, very nice.
17.
This
I got a 9.
Okay.
18.
9.
Oh, wow, okay.
After all those ones I got. Geez.
So, everybody but Briony notices this just because y'all are kind of like staring at this stuff. When you look at him, you can see like you're getting close enough, and he looks at you, and you can see in his eyeball, like his one good eye, you can see that there is some sort of thing growing behind his
unsubscribe.
His pupil.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's like, nope, I don't know this.
Return to sender.
Look away.
Return to sender.
Yeah.
Return to sender, yep.
Wow, this isn't the kind of body horror I was expecting.
My sense motive was 17. Is he Fleet or is he something else?
Is he what?
What's his name?
Skimmy.
Skimmy.
What?
Skimmy.
It's me.
I know it's you, which is why I'm not saying it. Every time you do this, it's like I don't understand.
You were so.
Is it Gary or
whatever? If yes,
Skimpy.
this you get it. You get a good feeling that this is probably the guy.
Skinny Jimmy?
No, as in, is he still the one in control of whatever this is? Because I'm getting the vibe that he's now a plural.
It's not
as
Gary.
opposed to a
I
singular.
feel like the person.
Skimmy is now the Borg.
Yeah, that would be more of an because so.
You're gonna need to roll better than that.
Well, not that you need to roll better than that, but insight would probably not be the right thing at the time, or the only thing that you would be able to determine that. But he, at the very least, he says.
So the nat 20 didn't give me anything more than.
No, the nat 20 was for perception.
Okay.
And that was you saw
The pupil thing.
you can see the mushroom starting to kind of start growing out of his other good eye.
Away.
So, but he yeah.
Tenuit like holds on to like a holy symbol.
you clutch your
Your pearls.
chest piece.
Yeah.
Your pearls.
Your prayer pearls.
Skimmy, we're your cousins from the guild. We got a few questions to ask about what happened.
Okay. I see. Yeah. Well, like I told the fellas upstairs,
yeah, that's fair.
we went down into the caves to try and deal with the rot. We didn't find anything down there. It was just empty down there. We went through the sewers, went to the caves, and there was nothing there. And then on the way out, the cave collapsed, and everybody else got crushed by rocks, and I'm the only one who's left.
All right, Korg.
Basically.
Your insight check as he says this.
Yeah.
He believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
But whatever it is sounds rehearsed.
Yeah.
Like that is what you somebody or something wants you to hear this story.
Udi's gotten kind of close, and it's just sort of like
So
sniffing him like a dog would like be sniffing something. Like,
Tanawit grabs Udi by the cuff of it and like, absolutely not.
What's his no? No, Udi.
Yeah.
Yes, give me.
SK.
I take Udi and tuck them into my cloak, and I'm like,
sniff
him.
Sniff him.
Yeah.
And then you're just hearing like.
Yeah. Udi, you will be silent for this moment.
I bet you I could shoot him right now.
I sort of lean towards your coat, and I'm like, Udi, as much as I actually think I would like you to get that kind of intel, I'm afraid that the spores might get into you by sniffing them.
Yeah. It's don't breathe them in.
Udi, what do you think? I like kind of like reach in and tap you with some guidance. And I'm like, what do you make of all this?
I allow the head out of the
check,
cloak.
please.
Have you ever seen?
Goggy.
Have you ever seen fungus like that?
Yeah, that's about right.
Ever encountered that?
Yeah.
No, Udi wants to taste.
You probably shouldn't.
Some of them kill your friends, so
Yeah.
Well, actually, Briony.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Now that I think about it,
It probably looks like he.
Is that D4?
I mean, you spent a lot of time in a really.
I
shitty-
lived in like a weird cursed
Yeah, plus a
swamp
D4,
for a
yeah.
minute.
Weird curse swamp.
Also, real quick, just so you know,
Yeah.
or just to say, Mulch, as you said, looks like he is a. When you look at him again, he's not some sort of like.
I was not
Okay.
listening to
Oh.
like anything that happened before this.
So
I apologize.
mulch
Is a raccoon.
is
Who's
a
on the floor.
is a 3.5 foot tall, about as tall as you, or maybe a little taller than you, raccoon.
Oh,
Altogether?
But clearly, like, or at least he looks like a raccoon, but he's very much so. He is a rakin, which is a sister species to the rat folk that you used to live with. But he very much just looks like a druid version of Rocket. So, so anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
So Udi rocked a 17 on it.
I was
Let's
gonna.
see what Briony.
I was gonna say, Briony. I don't know what to roll to be like. Is this a thing that Briony has seen before?
The
mushrooms growing out of a person.
Go ahead and give me a. I will say either nature or history would probably work.
No, because all of it is different pieces of the same.
She has no fucking clue.
That's probably a colony.
Yeah. So, well, what was the total? What did you actually get?
I rolled a 2.
And then what is your?
I don't have anything for because they're both intelligence, and I don't have a modifier for intelligence because my intelligence is 10.
Okay, fair enough. You look at it and it's nothing comes to mind. Nothing that you've seen before personally with it. Although, I would say that even without that, do you have Arcana as a thing?
Yeah, that's my only knowledge that I have anything.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check too.
Can I help?
Yes.
Advantage.
Udi rolled a 17 on. Oh, you already did it. Never mind.
Yeah.
You said that was Arcana.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 10.
Okay, that's actually pretty good. So.
I'm glad you gave me advantage because I rolled a 7 and then a 1.
So you've never seen anything specifically like this before, but you have seen your comrades get infected with things of a similar nature, like not exactly the same as this, but you have seen like fungal rot and stuff like that before.
Yeah.
That is more.
I have seen a fungus, just not this fungus.
It's you've definitely dealt with like bad cases of what would effectively be athlete's foot, but like on the body for your guys. And you know that there are certain things that can help with this kind of stuff. There's certain magics, more powerful magics can help with this kind of stuff. There also might be some types of other mushrooms / herbs, things that might be able to help him regain some of his faculties. But you're not totally sure what they would be. But yeah, so.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's anything at the center of that spread, right? I don't know if it's just like a shared... I don't know if it's a shared brain across, or if there's like a center to this that we can try to go for.
Excuse me.
I'm glad you're
What was
having
that?
good dreams.
As mulch.
Oh.
Just
I'm glad you're
continuing
having
his-
good dreams, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's passed out.
Oh, literally, like I said, literally, I was not listening to like
This
the
is-
first
this is,
part of this encounter.
That's fair.
I'm glad you're
I got
having good dreams
distracted.
through this horror show.
No, he is passed out in what looks to be a drug-induced stupor.
Ah.
Maybe
for him.
influenced by a bunch of the shrooms that are kind of around the bandolier, around his body. But yeah, the Skimmy kind of looks at you. Was there something else you needed?
Hey, Skimmy, what was that cave that spot you investigated where you found nothing?
Oh yeah, we went down in the sewers over by the docks.
That's where everybody died, right?
They died further inside the caves where there was the rock fall.
Right,
Rocks fell, everyone died.
right, as it so happens.
As one does.
Yeah.
We're down here a minute, right?
Huh?
Yeah. So I would like to aid detect magic.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can detect magic, no problem. You can sense that obviously the runic circle is magic. Also, a couple of things that Mulch is wearing are magic. Specifically, there's a. It looks like he's got a wand, or they've got a wand on them, and something in their pouch is also.
I probably wouldn't even bother with them. Skimmy's affliction is not reading magical.
It is not, no.
Okay.
Other than the fact that it's clearly like a little. It's weird, but it's not like.
Affliction.
Yeah.
Okay. Skimmy.
Yes.
Every time I hear the name, all I can think of is Little Big's skibbity bop bop.
Right.
Oh yeah, I'm like skimmity toilet. Yeah, no.
I
That's
mean, I keep thinking Skinny Jimmy. So
Yeah.
Skimmy, if you, that's too grim. We're not gonna go there. Let's see. How do I?
well,
Yeah.
He looks down as you're kind of like stammering over, which is, hey, is Mulch okay? He ate some of my mushrooms earlier.
Oh. Oh no.
I grab Mulch and slide him into the circle.
Okay, so as you grab him,
No.
as you
I
grab
was
Hell
gonna
no.
say
Um,
okay.
as you grab them,
If I thought that would work, I would have done it already.
yeah.
Okay. I'm a trust.
That's
you
why.
on
That's why I detected.
give me an
magic.
athletics check.
All right, well, he's gonna fight me. Cool, good, glad we're gonna get somewhere. Oh. Athletics.
Wrestle him.
16.
Okay, so they rolled very well.
No.
yeah.
16 solid,
So
but if you
as
roll good.
you go down
That was off
to
a
grab
10, so whatever.
and you grab them by the fur and start to try to slide them forward, and they immediately, like, their eyes pop open and you hear "Rah!" and then he scrambles over on top of the desk, and
Is he foaming at the mouth?
no, but and then like passes out and starts.
That's fine. I pull out part of
will
a
do.
kit and I start making a magic circle around the table.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna
Good
have
work.
2 runic circles.
Yeah.
So now we've got patient
I'll
one.
stand
Yeah,
close
now we have
by.
patient
Great.
0 and patient 1. Yes, thank you.
Great.
I'll
Yes.
stand close by just in case he tries to wriggle out of that circle as you're drawing it.
Kind of just gonna back up a little. I don't want to breathe whatever that's.
They're
going
still currently asleep.
Yeah.
Or at least
Tight.
Yeah.
Tight. Yeah. So magic circle
I don't,
allows to keep them in there
I don't know what that would do to me, so
over
yeah.
duration.
Actually,
So
yeah, it probably wouldn't do anything to you.
Well, I still can eat stuff, so
So maybe not.
yeah. Who knows? I mean, there's a way to find out, but I'm not keen on finding out.
Well,
So.
yeah. I'm just upset that I can't just shoot it and make it go away.
Yeah.
Well, that might come. Keep your bullets at the ready.
I've always
All the
got them
fire
ready.
we did earlier today, like that will.
So eventually, so how long? So yeah, you move them around, and they scramble up, kind of in a weird stupor, over to the table. They kind of pass out again on top of the table. You put up a circle around them.
I don't activate it. I just
Okay.
I prep it because I only get an hour on it, but
Yeah.
it's there, and I've got my hand next to the wall, so if he wakes up, I can slap it off.
No, you're good.
I can flick it on.
Yeah. So after a second or a moment or two, kind of like
Trying to
they
pop her
kind
over,
of
but
like
she gets
stop for a second and
stuck a chair.
go. Wow. Sorry, give me a second.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I had a thing going on here. Okay. So after a couple seconds, they like start kind of what's going on? And they start kind of shaking themselves off. Who you blighters?
We're pest control.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're the new landscapers.
Oh goodness!
There you go.
That's what it was. Okay.
Found it.
I was like, I know that look.
Yeah.
There it is. You found it.
You guys, you here for Skimmy? Hey, yeah. He's not doing too great, isn't he?
How about you?
Yeah.
Sampling the local produce.
Now, why did you eat that? Shouldn't it be obvious you should not eat it?
I mean, I know there's wine all around.
Sorry,
but this
I'm
is not
emotional
farmer's market
right now.
Oh, I mean, I purified it before I tried it out. It's fine, you boil it and it's not. It kills all the spores. That's really the thing you gotta worry about.
Again, like restraining Udi.
Like a little hand reaches out when he says, "I like keep eating."
Little tongue coming out. It's just like
Put
that back in your mouth.
There we go.
I'm like, well, you seem to be an individual.
I have seen
who
too many of your kind die, and I will not let you go
I
down
rolled
to.
an 18.
Yeah. You look at him and he looks, or they look fine.
Yeah.
Or at least as
I
fine
think
as
that is fine.
Let me say, they do not look like they are afflicted with whatever affliction is working on Skimmy right now. They just look like they're probably really high.
Oh, that's different.
Full of shrooms.
Well, yeah. So my next question will be like, you seem to be one who's familiar with various fungi.
Oh yeah, I know all about that kind of stuff. My name's Mulch. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thud told us to stop stealing stuff.
Oh, Thud, he's a killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, before we get to that, what do you make of our friend's new haircut?
Oh yeah. Well, he's in a little bit of a bad way, really. Honestly, it's gonna take a lot of work to get everything off of him. But I've been trying to do something with it, but it's not really working out very well. Everything I do is I can get him lucid for a few minutes, but then he goes back to this state like that. I think until we get rid of the center cluster, then he's just gonna be stuck like that.
The what? Where?
All right.
Cluster?
So
I think he said center.
center cluster.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, I'll translate.
The fucking accent filter.
Just slide through it real quick. I go, well, excellent. Then perhaps you got the real story and not the one his new friends have been telling us?
Yeah, I've been here this. Well, I live here, at least in town, but yeah, we dealt with this rot a few times, and they asked me to come in probably about a year and a half ago when the first one happened, and They asked me to come in and take a look at it. I'm from a little ways away, but I specialize in fungus and other types of spore related things.
I bet you do, buddy.
I've been doing some
spores and fungus.
Yeah.
Hydroponics.
I got a pretty decent.
a spore druid. Sorry.
Got it now.
I got a pretty decent grasp on what this thing is, but I got a feeling about it. But it comes and goes in waves, and the first one was pretty small. The second one was a little bit worse, and this one was a lot worse than the last one. But usually only lasts for a few months at a time, and then it dies off. Don't really know why, but from what I've seen, it's pretty invasive. Yeah, and you see he's like
invasive. He says.
Getting himself kind of
It's growing out of that
tressed back
man's
up and
eyes.
everything.
Yeah.
And a little
Well,
you
no,
see
we have a target.
you see a beetle like kind of crawl out of his fur, and like it's crawling on him, and he's like, snake. And
Marmalade gets it.
so see the thing is it's a detritivore. Yeah, it eats dead things. Detritus waste. Detritus waste for eats. It eats wastes, trash and stuff, but primarily corpses.
But he's still alive then.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Not for long.
Yeah, that's kind of I'll get to that one. So primarily this thing hits corpses, right? You see out in the fields, there's any of the blighted wheat and the potatoes, carrots, those kind of things, any root vegetables. It gets this webbing all over top of it. And any of the corpses as well, they have this kind of webbing that's kind of goes all over them. And then after a day or so, anything that's got on top of it is emaciated, like it's got all the water and everything drawn out of it and pulled away like it's been in the sun for a month.
I wish.
And you might, it's.
Well, if you want to step in, it's right there.
Like, I'm pretty sure it's not bad today because they've been holding off for a sec, but last couple of weeks they've been trying to burn everything around here to try and get rid of it because fire seems to be one of the only things that gets rid of it if it's not the sun. Doesn't like the sun at all. But every time you flip over one of the corpses and the webbing just stays away stays on the underside, trying to get away from the light.
Huh.
I am not useful.
So what happened? What might happen if we drag Skimmy here out into the daylight?
Two problems with that. One, if you touch him, you're gonna get the spores on you, and then you eventually, real quickly, gonna start looking like him.
Yeah.
Two, it'll probably just kill him.
Yeah. All right.
I've tried to do some stuff with it, some testing, and I'll say that fire works pretty well. Light really works really well. I can get a moonbeam on one of these things and it'll sear it away real quick.
Oh, okay.
And I've tried to do a little bit of that on some like inside the circle here. I put up this nice circle. It's a really nice circle, don't you think?
Well, I definitely better than
He
mine.
He looks down and he's like, yeah, smart fella.
Well, I heard you ate it, so I.
Bad idea.
So he says, he's like, it's like they really don't like the light, and that's as best I can tell. And now I'm fairly certain there's some sort of like central node or central hub for this thing. Most myconoids like this, they have they're kind of a hive network. They have a central little growth that contains most everything, and then they just kind of spreads out from there. I think that's how this is, but I don't know where it is. We assume that it's down in the sewers, but I could be completely wrong about that.
I mean, we have a pretty strong idea, right? If the party going to investigate mysteriously died, and then whatever is taking our little buddy over here is making an effort to say, oh, there's nothing there, that's probably a good indicator that
There's
You know, if you want to
there.
know where a noble hid all of his riches, it's in the spot he tells you, please don't go there.
Yeah.
It's not where anything is.
That is the thing. I think that we can, with the right application of restorative magic, be able to get rid of the blight on this fella. But I'm not strong enough for it. If one of you is, that would be nice. But we could probably figure out a way to get him to a place where contain him in some other way or transport him in some other way, so we don't risk the spread of the spores. If my theory is correct, and you can destroy the central hub, then the rest of it should die. But I don't know if that's going to save our fella. I'm going to say to save Skinny here. He said the one that he mentioned. We've had a couple other fellas come out that had this kind of affliction, and usually they die real quick. Usually within a day or two, they're already gone. Skinny here's been holding on for a couple of months. So either now he got put in the circle pretty quick. He's been here in this circle for a couple of months. And so I think cutting it off from the rest of it, because it doesn't go through the stone. So I think cutting it off from the rest of it has helped prevent the spread and prevented him from getting any further advanced.
He's about to lose his other eye.
And he's been looking like that for probably a good couple of months as well. So it looks rather uncomfortable. The thing we did notice is that the fellas that came out, anyone that we caught, if we tried to talk to them, they all put out these strange. They didn't seem like they couldn't even see the fungus. It seems like they didn't even know anything was there. So something is messing with their memories a little bit. Something's causing them, putting something false in there.
Well, if we have a hub, we'll go in there with light and fire and fury in our hearts. I think we'll get results.
Well, I hope so. I just says if that's what you're here for, then hopefully you can do better than hopefully you do a little better than the last folks.
Did they leave anything behind that we could look at?
This is it.
Just this guy.
Just this
Yeah.
fellow.
Probably buried in rocks.
Well, we're going to have one of the best fungus hunters leading the way, so I think we'll be in perfectly good hands.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
I'm not going. You kidder. It's really fun. No, I'm not going down.
I think you are.
I think I'm not a hunter, so I don't need to do anything you tell me to.
No, you don't have to be a hunter, but you're going to lead us.
No, I'm not. I'll give you a map, and he hands a map over to you. He's like pulls something out of his pack.
Brienne kind of looks at him and she's like, "But it would be rather nice if we had someone who had already been there."
It's not that. It's that if I leave, the circle stops working properly.
Oh, well, that's different then.
Yeah, I need to stay here to help maintain this thing because if I'm gone, then Steamy's gonna go, and then we're gonna have another little mini blight on our hands.
Fine.
Alrighty then. So we got a map.
So real quick, just so I can throw this out there.
Hell yeah.
Since you're a cleric,
Let's go.
I will say that if you can cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Oh, good. It
Then-
does count as... Okay.
Yeah, Lesser Restoration would do the trick to make him lucid enough to actually speak to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So that as he says, talks about restoration magic. You think that would probably be the closest enough? That would be enough.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Does anyone have fire magic? I don't have any prepared right now.
No. We just went through my.
I think that came up.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Got a torch probably.
So guess what?
I mean, I can put manacles on him and hit him for fire damage.
Actually, no. Actually, that works.
Yeah.
Manacle me.
Oh.
Because I'm going to touch him to lesser resto, and if that means I get hit with spores, I want them burnt the fuck off.
Right.
So
Damn it.
we're basically going to clean room me after I heal him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I put my arms out to
Have to.
huh? Don't worry
Trying
about
to
it.
save his life. I mean, that's
worry
I
about
won't
it.
even make your roll save. That's really good.
Yeah.
I won't make your roll
let,
save.
let the man cook.
Yeah. So I'm like, just hit me with a heal afterwards if I don't do it myself. So I get the manacles on, and then I step in, and on the least agitated section of this person I can find,
Yep.
lesser resto.
Okay. So you do that.
And I even upcast it to level 3 to help boost it even more.
Yep. So you do that. The manacles, you put the manacles on, and yes, they do in fact burn away anything that gets would get onto your hands. And you touch him, and yeah, you flow.
Oh, I didn't get to act out hitting him with the flat side of my sword.
I mean, you can't. Yeah, feel free.
It's fine.
Right. Around the
I'll
ass.
charge next time.
Yeah. And you see, as you look at him, and you can see the face, you can see some of the mushrooms on him kind of recede slightly, and the look in his one eye that's still good, the mushroom that you saw kind of like looking like that you could see in his pupil retracts,
Okay, yeah.
recedes, and his eye clears up, and he's like, What's going on?
What's going on?
What's happening? Oh God! And he freaks out and he starts like trying to tear
No.
the. He's grabbing it. He's like he sees himself. Yeah.
Brittany casts calm emotions.
Hell yeah! There we go.
Yeah.
Because she has that.
Just a bunch of
Don't
food.
freak out, bro.
Yeah.
It's like
Like this.
ooh,
Somewhere near here.
Like Brioni's like little
Just start
chinchilla
teeth, fingers.
chinchilla finger on the mouth, like just shh.
well, not touching him.
Yeah, no, yeah.
But,
Oh yeah.
Snoring.
What happened?
Skinny,
Where
we're
am I?
with the guild. We're here. We're trying to fix this. We don't have long.
You're their hunters.
Yes.
Oh, thank God.
We're picking it up. We're gonna help you,
Okay.
but you need to tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah. I can do that. Oh God, this hurts.
Yep.
Ah.
I know.
Okay.
You got it. Guidance.
Yeah. Okay.
Just every little piece of juice.
And you say, but as he's doing that, he's kind of Mulch kind of walks over. You see him, and he looks like he's rolled up what is effectively a joint.
Sure.
And he takes
Yeah.
he lights it, takes a puff.
Yeah.
So-
Cleanse this space. Let's go.
yeah. It's like
Cleanse yourself.
Skimmy. And Skimmy's like,
Oh.
There you go. Cast pain management. We love it.
Ah, there you go.
yeah, woosah.
Like the aliens
Okay.
Cast indica.
do.
Yeah. You'd be all right later. All right. And he says, okay.
I cast Steely Dan.
How long have I been here?
Months, but we're working on it.
Okay,
So
all right.
what happened?
God, it feels like it was only days ago.
Yeah, because you got something in there,
Yeah.
but we're gonna get it.
So
You were part of the collective.
we went down into. We got into the
Still
city.
restraining Udi.
Yeah.
The rot was
Yeah,
taking
that's-
over. Was starting to take over some of the buildings and the farmland, and we were called out here. We went down to the city. It was me and my party. He mentioned some names. It's a rogue, a sorcerer, and a barbarian.
Sure.
Rip.
Yep.
He says we went down. We went down in there,
Yeah.
and we were cutting our way through. There was a couple of reanimated corpses, but not like zombies. But they looked like they were like mushrooms coming out of them, like the mushrooms reanimated the corpses.
I grabbed the map from whoever it was. I'm like, do you know where it was?
Yeah, he starts marking stuff off.
Okay, there we go.
He says, yeah, and we dealt with them here. There was just all kinds of weird mushroom stuff down there, and we got to a central chamber. It looked like there was this, like a beating heart, like a giant beating heart.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And
literal. Okay.
Yeah, like we for a long time, for the entire time we've been down here, we had masks on, right? Because we didn't want to breathe in any spores or anything like that. So, but when we got into the room here, it started hitting, like the spores were hitting everything, like clothes, our weapons, any of our all of our stuff that wasn't made out of metal. Like it was starting to like grow. Like I had to scrape the stuff off of my sword, and scrape the stuff off of my bow. He was a ranger, and I don't know what happened. Like we got hit by the spores, and there was some flash, and then all of a sudden, everything was gone except for this woman standing in a red dress.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the middle of the room, and she told me to go back out, and to tell everyone that there was nothing here, and it seemed like the most natural thing in the world. But I think my friends are still down there, and I think they must have been hit like me, like must have been transformed into those things. I don't really know anything else, but like I know that the last thing I remember was this woman in a red dress telling us that we were supposed to go back up, that I was supposed to go back up and tell them not to tell people not to come back down here. There was nothing down here, and that my friends were dead. And I know that's not true. I know they're still down there, and I know she's still down there, or whatever that is.
Well, it's been 2 months.
Yeah, so. You did good, Skimmy. If we can find them, we'll help them like we're helping you. You did good. We're gonna get this figured out.
Okay.
I can only use one fire rune once per long rest.
Yeah. Well, and
I got something.
He says, Moses. We
leave the patient.
Hey, I'll take care of you. Don't worry, Skimmy. I got you. And Skimmy is all right. Thanks, Mulch. You're a good person. Yeah, nothing to it.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
okay.
Right? Don't let it get around.
It's late, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it there. You guys have an understanding of what's going on.
Yeah.
So as we step out of the circle, I go, tomorrow I can cast daylight twice.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's actually
Thrice.
Tonight we prepare.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we kill a beating heart.
Yeah, we mask up, we get in there, and then I purify that fucking shit. Let's go.
As soon as Lee is free, they shout down the corridor to Munch and be like, "Save me, mushroom!"
The incredible
These are not the
divine and
mushrooms we
arcane
wanna eat.
energy of purifying. I'm gonna be in my bunk.
Well, these are literal mind-affecting mushrooms, and he was doing something with them. So
I've got other things to think about.
I gotta go prepare these spells.
Not all of us have a tall, dark dragonborn to keep them warm. Keep them warm on those long evenings. So
some have to prepare spells for the next day.
Yeah, vigorously.
Oh, okay.
So many push-ups.
So many.
Ooh, gotta stay tight. All right. Hey, Rabbit. Where did she? Oh, there we go. Okay.
No, it just takes a minute for her to unmute.
All right. Say goodnight, Internet.
Good night, Internet.